Fred, you know.
And that's on Fred.
The 5 P's, always. So,
all right.
We're going to start with the health and wellness segment. And my first question for Mr. Superfit is, when did you begin your health journey and why?
I began my health journey in 2011.
Why did you start?
To be honest with you, it kind of told me. I wasn't really ready for it like anybody else when they first started. It was a long road. Yeah. Them first 2 weeks, you gonna cry. Got a long road. To make a long story short, I seen that it was important. And then it kind of chose me because I started to become a trainer and get into things. Other people kind of was motivated out of the movement, so it kind of still fueled me to purpose. So a lot of people gravitated once you started the journey of posting your fitness. How was it? To be honest, I felt funny at first because I wasn't used to it. Then you started in the left, that's when like social media had just like really started. Like everybody had just started getting on there. So I ain't started to really just take it serious until that's when I started feeling journey then.
Yeah.
So you did the work first. That's when I did the work first. I wasn't really on the right road all the way.
That's perfect. What you got?
Here she go.
I be trying so hard, like, cause health for me is like kind of personal. Cause I used to be very fit, like my high school, college years, I was very fit, and then life started lifing. And, you know, they say when you eat a lot, you gain weight, but I don't really eat, and I still was gaining weight. So yeah, like stress makes you gain weight, and then I found out that I had PCOS, and that was another reason why as I got older, it's like got harder to shed the weight. Yeah. So it's like now I'm just in this run to where, because at first I went to like, my regular weight was 175, then I went to 190. And then I went to a watch of 245 on girl, which is, like today I'm 225, but I've been stuck here for a year. It's so hard for me to get from this 225. Like I just can't break it, and I don't know what to turn. So for me, it's like I start and then I have to restart because whatever I try is not working. Like it's not breaking a barrier to change my routine, if that makes sense. So I'm basically stuck in that little limbo phase once again.
Well, that's why we got these 2 gentlemen here, fitness trainer, herbalist who can help get the inside right, the inside and the outside right. You feel me?
Come on.
Dexter, when did you begin your health journey and why?
I began this health journey possibly just a little bit around COVID. I just started seeing a lot of people dying off, the fear of people, so I just started creating my own little health shop. But the main thing that kicked it in for me when I started seeing black men in my own family die. Prostate cancer, diabetes, dementia, liver failure. I started seeing black men in my own family die. So I just went gun ho. And just like David said, I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. I was ordained for this before I even got here. Okay, and so, and within those 5 years, it's been hard. It's been challenging, but I found out that this is my love, helping to save lives, serving people. That's what I was created for to serve.
I believe everybody got their own way of saving what it is. Whoever you are is gonna shine. No matter how long it takes you to find it, when you do find it, you're gonna know it's there. Like both of y'all found our passion. Right. It took a journey. You would have never thought you would be here.
No, I ain't kidding about this. I used to eat just like this, basically anyone else. Okay, but Wendy's. Now,
Sparky with a pill.
I had a girl because what really brought me into
it. Church 3 for 3 spicy, pepper, mashed potatoes, extra gravy. If I don't get if I don't get my biscuit with the butter and the honey, I'm finna get out. It's a real problem. Why you on 8th Street?
But you know something,
What?
that's how you know something is meant for you though, like, because when you get into it, everything just starts coming your way. It's easy, the doors open, people gravitate towards you. Just like for example, when I started this podcast, I started in my living room. I didn't know what I was doing, why I was doing it. I was just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Hey, I'm trying to make sure my whole team win for sure.
Everybody eat. Everybody eat.
Can I address her thing? You said you want to help and you don't know where to start.
Yeah, like, cause I switched up my diet. I do like different fasts or different lifestyle changes, but I don't really like see the change. And I know people say you gotta give it weeks.
Hold on. Let's start with that. I mean, a lifestyle change is.
You know, like eating healthier, like less.
But see, I guess what I'm trying to say is the whole approach to lifestyle change is a whole thing. So we say lifestyle change is like, it's a lifestyle change.
I get what you're saying. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was a little lost. I was lost in the thought. I got you. I was listening to what they say respond and I received. But I received.
You got a little, that's
That's the third hour right there. She called it. So I want to make a lifestyle change, and I've tried different methods. I've tried different methods, and those methods just haven't given me results that I feel. How can I say this? It's like helping me.
Have you get into all of that?
Anything I do, I give my all. I can't have stuff that I'm telling you. I can't have stuff for real. Like I feel like I'm either all in or nothing. That's why I tell people either I care or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't fake the phone. You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
If you give it your all, think about it. When you get something your all, ain't no stop. Ain't no break.
You clock my teeth.
Yeah, take it.
It's not often that my girl gets quiet. Look, I kind of do. I kind of do.
Just to make you think, just open up your mind.
You know what it is? I've always had an issue. I just found this out recently by myself. Discipline is another thing too. Like, I feel like if something's not working and I've gone in it for such a long time, it's like, okay, yeah, I got to do a different route. Like, I got to do a different method. And I'm learning that sometimes, you know, you got to really, like, it's this post on Facebook about a dude, he's digging in the mind. And he stopped digging for the mind, but then one last hit could be the diamond. And it's kind of how I am as a person, and I feel like that's really the reason why I haven't found it. But then again, with me finding out that I had PCOS, is like so much other things that I really have to research and figure out to get down to like the deeper reason for me personally, what's the issue. So, yeah, I got a lot to learn. And
it just takes a little time.
Yeah, it takes time to learn those things.
Give yourself some
Get on Facebook. Get on Facebook.
I don't be on Facebook like
You lying, you just seen some of the posts on
I said I
Facebook.
did a post. And it was a reference. It was a reference. I didn't say I live, breathe, and eat on Facebook.
No, you didn't say you didn't. No, listen, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No matter how much time you get on there, you can get on there for 5 minutes out of the day. Those 5 minutes are important to Facebook. You remember things. You think about things not subconsciously when you're scrolling or when you're in life.
I get what you're saying.
So, your
whatever that word is. Don't understand the big word and you break it down.
Girl, you graduated from college. Stop playing with yourself over there. Stop playing with yourself.
But like you make unconscious decisions all the time. So it's like whatever your environment is gonna shape it. So maybe your journey might be a little slower. I had a journey. I played college football. I had to change my body very quickly. So I understand. And it was days where I'm like, I don't even want to be losing weight like this fast.
And the crazy thing about it, y'all, I hate to swear on TV. I was in a band and I was in the military. Yeah.
So you know what to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I just hit this rut in life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I lost. I ain't gonna lie, I did join for the Camaro, but no. When I joined, the person that was the president, our commander in chief, I did not like him one time. But that's why I kind of lack patience right now, because I was in a point where I knew what to do. Yeah. Like I was always fit. I was always in the gym. Even if I went in the gym. And then I was one of them people, when you made me mad, I went to the gym. Because it was fun. Either the energy was going to get used on you, or you know what, you're not even working. I'm just going to go to the gym, kumbaya, and then go sleep on it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but since I've dealt with different things in life, death, my father being sick, I almost graduated, but didn't graduate. Like, literally, life hit me like a brick. I just don't know. But I am learning to be patient with myself, and like they say, it's a journey. Don't rush it, don't try to force it. Don't look at nobody else's ride, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, I did do this. But now I can say I'm more confident in myself as a woman, as a lady, as I'm maturing and growing. And I know now that my results not gonna be the other person's results. And I feel like that's why a lot of people, they start, and they just stop altogether and just sit in it. And I can say I'm honest with my people, I ain't gonna sit in it. I give myself 30 minutes, we gonna get up. And now it's okay. Now what we gonna do?
Well, we gotta get to the bottom.
We gotta get to the solution. Everybody got problems.
And you know, grace looks different for everybody. Because when you sit down and give yourself a break, that's you giving yourself grace. You know what I'm saying? When you stand back up, when you stand back up, you know, you telling your higher self, I'm ready to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on that journey. I'm not perfect. You know,
that's why I keep telling. That's why I keep telling myself, but you know, it's a day at a time. We're gonna get there, y'all.
One day at a time,
for sure. One day at a time, I promise.
I'm gonna bring it down, baby. It's not one day at a time, it's one breath at a time.
Talk to him!
You live on a breath, not a day. Okay. And then put your Nikes on and stop trying and just do it.
You heard what he said? Damn, you like white on white, huh?
See, I'm receiving this information. They not on me, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I don't take it.
Okay, you pass the
test. Life is a journey. He's been on the journey. I've been on the journey. And it's a life journey. It's a life journey. It's not a sprint. And it's not a marathon. It's a journey.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do better. I'm telling y'all.
We're gonna do better.
We need an update.
Consistency in this one. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna be like, dang. Look, y'all gonna think I took an Ozempic shot.
You walking you walking in one of my moments of me being consistent with myself.
Life amazing though. Yeah. It's amazing thing about life. With everything that you do, you can do the same thing every day. What you do, you can make better. Even though my focus is on the same thing.
Y'all, I'm in the kitchen.
Y'all walking in one of my consistent moments right here. Right here. This is me being consistent with myself. So, moving on to the next question. Whomever wants to answer first. Do you all believe health and spirituality go hand in hand?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I said is yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. So what's been your experience with, you know, I'm going to say improving your health, and how has it helped you spiritually?
Okay. Like, it went hand in hand. It's like being calm. All that, being patient with yourself. See, all these different things you learn to do really spiritual first. Then it becomes manifested. See what I'm saying? Into the reality. You think it all up first. It all starts in the dark first.
You going back now? You going back to Genesis? God said, "Let there be light."
Let there be light.
Well, what
it starts in your mind.
Yeah. With me is the thing about it is, does spirituality and good health go together? Because if you want a good healthy spirit, you need good healthy stuff in you. Why would you put dead stuff in you, but yet you want to be healthy? You can't be healthy putting death in you. So if in my journey is that it taught me how to meditate better. It opened up my chakras. Okay, it opened up the third eye. Just when you I was up here meditating then.
I started hearing mantras. I saw them.
Spirituality as well as being in good health is very important. Because if you want to reach your ultimate best self, getting better health. And better health is going to help you strive even get stronger spiritually. You know, whether you worship Yahweh, whether you worship Jesus, whether you worship the Most High, whatever you worship, or whoever you worship, if you get healthier, you're going to be able to hear them a whole lot more clearly. Because we got all this junk in us, we can't hear clearly. It's stopping everything up. You know, it's clogging your chakras.
Yeah.
Clogging your chakras.
Yeah, some people trapped in the root chakra, clearly not.
Yes, some people are stuck in their root chakra. They have no control.
Ground yourself out there, please. So, do y'all believe that spirituality is?
Yes, I do.
Any personal experiences?
I would say a personal experience for me would be like the trauma of losing my grandma and brother. I feel like that's the reason. I feel like that adds to why, because I'm not gonna even lie, I do feel a sense of anger and hurt because I've been doing music my whole life. I've been singing since I was 8, rapping since I was 12. I played clarinet, I played trumpet. But it's like the moment when I started taking music seriously, it took for them to die for me to do it. And it's like I'm in a place where they can't see me grow. And I feel like I am stuck in my root chakra. I'm kind of growing from it because I'm learning how to control myself better, but I've been angry since they passed. And I'm working through it, but I could tell in my spirit that it hinders a lot of things. Because I can forget myself one way, but realistically when I'm alone, I break down. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel so much heaviness on me because I'm harboring all this because I have issues, you know what I'm saying?
And that could be a part of your weight issue.
And I do feel like that. And that's where I feel like mental and physical come in as well. And your emotional. So when all that isn't stable, and then you finally get to the spiritual, so it meets, you know what I'm saying? Like the health wise, it's just, you get to learn a lot about yourself. You get to be very uncomfortable. And I'm in an uncomfortable space in my life because I'm relearning myself and I love who I'm becoming, but it's frightening. And I'm not going to act like it's not frightening. And I feel like a lot of people don't show their part. They only show the part where they're kind of, together. But I can honestly say I'm not together. I don't have the questions. I literally do not know. But people come ask me for advice and it's like, honey, I don't know. You gotta talk to God. Like I'm not saying it because I think I'm better than you, and I genuinely don't know because I'm just starting myself. So I know it goes hand in hand because of those experiences and how I try to handle things in life now. And like I said, I'm getting better. I can be very rough. You told I'm an alpha female, but hey, please come. Oh my God, we're not gonna. Oh wow, we're not gonna start. Look, it's don't begin. It's just terminology. Please don't.
But you speaking it. Your tongue is power.
Anyway, I'm a very strong woman, and I like to handle things alone.
You know.
So,
but that comes with also personally, just from me knowing, it comes from feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling like you have to.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely that child that was forgotten, but it's like now that I'm an adult, everyone wants to recreate memories. I was there. Like,
hello.
I just can't let people forget. You can forget it, but I'm not gonna never forget. That's gonna stick with me forever. But I'm also learning that, like, I'm also learning, like, at the same time, you know what? You felt that way. That's why you treated me the way you treated me. Projecting. You're projecting. And now that I'm an adult, I can honestly, I do not care. It's so many family members I walk past because you know what? Your experience with me was not my experience. And you can't make me change it. You put a lot of trauma on me, a lot of hurt on me, a lot of brokenness on me. And you know what? God put me through it. And He's gotten me through it. But what you're not gonna do is make me feel bad because I can't forget it. I'm trying to, but I'll never forget it. All I have to do is work through it.
Forgiveness is not forgetting.
Yeah.
It's actually releasing yourself from it.
And I'm learning this doesn't require a connection either. And it doesn't. And the thing about it is, in the black community, so many people try to force it. Oh, you claim you forgave me, so why can't we be back cool? No. You put something on me that I can never gain that back. I can never gain that partner. Trust, people think they can break it, and no, you broke something. You broke my belief in you. God said don't trust man, but at the same time, to trust is because I have to love you. And if I have to love you, I have to love you for what you are. And if you showed me a version of you that wasn't true and I accepted that, and you broke that, how can you follow? And we live in a time where a lot of people, that's what they do. And that's why I say for me, spiritually, I know it goes because I've dealt with a lot as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult. And to be sitting here with you as this poised young lady that I am, you wouldn't be able to really tell. Because I said to myself when I was in those moments, no one would not ever take me back to that point. And I mean it. Like, and God's placed people in my life that show me that, you know what, you are changing. Like, I used to blow up, but now, you do something I don't like, I'm gonna let you be crazy. I tell people that all the time, that's when I start, I'm gonna let you be crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because you control you, right?
Because I control you. And I didn't know that as a little girl. And I hate that we're not taught that as kids. And we grow up to be adults and we're clueless in life.
You know what? With life, see, I come up with something like that. She came over from home. I kind of veered the way you do this. I had different. See, in life, things don't happen. See, you never in control of your intentions, you know that, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of that now.
That's one thing about life. In control of what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. There's so close to everything. Right now.
And the only thing that you can
That's what I
control
didn't know when I was young.
Yeah.
Close to everything.
How you respond.
See, I just was always impulsive. Always,
See, y'all the responders, but y'all in control.
Yeah.
Gaining control and in control. And
A lot of things don't test you. Yeah. Some of them same things you went through in life, you might come right down again and see that you got it.
True that. True that.
See what I'm saying?
You can say that you're through something, you're over something, all this here, and then when it comes back to you,
you be
what are you gonna do?
I thought I already did this before.
Oh yeah, like it's such bad deja vu. Like I could have sworn it's already happened, and it literally has. And I've been experiencing a lot of that lately, and I have been conducting myself with. That's why I'm proud of it. Like, nobody else really be seeing it, but I really like Like I be seeing it for real, and I really be paying myself on a day.
As you should.
I came very far. I used to be so angry. And then I learned anger is the manifestation of hurt. And a lot of people don't think that, so they walk around man like, and it's like, no, you're hurt. And that's okay. And I can finally say I'm hurt. And hurt people hurt too. And I ain't even hurt nobody. Because I was one of the people, I say to myself,
You know what they
I
call
was
it?
anti-social.
Vent.
Yeah, like no, you're mad, you're angry. Like, so it's like, I'm just learning now.
You will be talking about it.
It was the worst thing that happened to me saying, man, if you don't pay that kitchen, that's when you a person that don't got no care for it. And you still talking about these brains, I just can't believe it. You care.
You care a lot. You forget yourself that you don't care.
Yes, that you do.
We understand.
So, anybody out there in the audience? Anybody out there?
Hey,
in the audience?
Y'all too late. We've been waiting on y'all.
So,
Y'all
yeah.
So, never mind.
All right.
I need an answer to this question. If anybody wants to answer it, I want to know what's your experience with improving your health and spirituality.
Run that baby.
Break it down.
Hold on, wait. Let me rewind
My
it.
ear is on that side. My ear is on that.
Do you think spirituality and health go hand in hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? What's
You know he okay.
Come on, nephew. I need you to grab this mic right here.
Well, yeah, nephew.
I need you to grab this mic right here.
You do that every day on lunch break. I ain't never seen it.
Exactly. I know.
It didn't work out on lunch break.
Because before he says something, because a lot of us don't realize that a lot of us don't realize that you are a spirit. You're just living in a body. So you're not you. Yeah.
But you gotta take care of the temple.
Right. You gotta take care of the temple. So you are a spirit just living in a body. You have a soul. You have memories. Okay. You make decisions, and you have a will. That's your soul. But you are a spirit. So yes, spirituality is very important.
Spirituality is very important. The body is that something. It is true. Be healthy as possible for the long run, and you'll be right here mentally too. To get to that spiritual awakening. No way to understand that. That's how we want to.
Come on with it, yep. Come on with it, yep. Come on with it, yep.
Hey, my nephew is on his health journey. I'm always liking his gym pics and videos, with him showing, you know what I'm saying? Now, back then they didn't want him, now he hot, they love all of him. That's all I'm saying.
Get one.
So, moving on to the next question.
I have a question. Why do you think black women like to exercise?
Not too much.
I'm not gonna say all black women. I'm gonna say this. Let me get this to the expert. Go ahead, expert. You deal with this.
What can I answer that?
All right, let the person
I
control
ain't gonna try to answer the question you asked. You asked for an answer.
Y'all gotta listen.
I want to answer that without y'all getting free.
Oh Lord. Receive. Listen to them say.
My mama,
Yes.
my auntie,
Young
my
tees.
cousin.
Yeah.
No, auntie.
Young tees on young auntie.
What's the number one thing that black women don't like to exercise? Can you tell me?
They don't like this. Women don't like this. Women don't like this.
Can I tell you?
He's trying to tell you.
How do you want to ask the question?
Okay, your point of view.
Okay, why? Because of their hair? Because they don't want to sweat
It's gonna be many reasons.
Because they don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
they
sweat their
y'all
hair
gonna come
out.
up with many reasons. You might say, I just can't do it. What she said, it ain't working right now. Oh, my hair, I ain't trying to get down that low. I can't be squatting now. I don't like my legs hurt. It's gonna be a lot.
It's probably because we probably say, we don't want to squat unless it's necessary.
Exactly.
That's wrong.
Don't have, in other words, have the energy for all the wrong things.
But you know what's the
Wrong
right
thing
time?
here though.
Go spend up all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that man say, come on, lift them legs up.
Look at them legs
I
up.
don't care how many times you
Get
want.
them knees,
You
man.
got the energy. Yeah.
Y'all need some dirty before y'all look at legs up.
You did.
I think you got to fit there. I'll let
Okay. So, what you got? You got something?
I was gonna say, you know what? I hate that minute, but I think it is discipline. And somebody had told me a long time ago, it's crazy how we'll bust our tail, like he said, for the wrong stuff, but they use like for the white man, for your boss. You'll go to work every single day. You'll do whatever you need to do on this job. As soon as you get out, you forget about you.
Yeah.
You don't take care of you.
Exactly.
You don't make sure you're right. And that's what's been like making me make these changes, because like, you know, if I can get it to the right man, I can do it for myself.
Exactly.
And then if I'm gonna have for myself, I'm gonna have for you too. I'm quick to tell, that ain't my job and I ain't doing it. I'm doing what I'm told I need to do. I'm not doing no extra no more. Because when I get off, I got to do it for me.
what you say.
And I feel like once we start learning it and treat these jobs how they should, because at the end of the day, whatever you do, they're going to fire you just as show.
And replace you.
You gotta go.
They be with this.
We don't have to treat the job any kind of way. We don't live for one day. I want my money and I'm gone.
get.
See, I don't have to take no feelings up with the job. They just like the job, they gonna take no feelings up with me when they find it. They gonna have somebody else in the play to keep that thing going. See, when I did landscaping, I still got out every day. Me and my used to bet each other. This smile, this stuff, this say. I bet you ain't gonna work out this evening. I bet you I ain't gonna see you posting on social media this evening. After we get through dropping all these stones over here in these photos today. And get what he'll see later on that day. I'm in the gym, deadlifting. 315 coming out floor like that. Yeah. I'm starting to I ain't no way. The next morning, I'm in the car. Yeah, I'm gonna just sleep on the ride to work. But get what? I'm not just still home.
Yeah.
I ain't giving all my energy up, and I ain't gonna use it for me too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was going out there. It was hot. Yeah, and when it was cold. So we did the real work. We ain't cooked right up. We did the real work.
I got a question.
You want the yard did?
Y'all was doing rocks and
You want all the bushes around your house, every flower bed out there, get everything did, yeah. You want dry creek bed, yeah. You want goldfish?
I don't even know what dry creek bed is.
Yeah. All that.
Look, you were doing it. Look,
All
I know
that.
that's
So my question to you, cause
Whoa. What's the question?
my question was, so I just graduated. I just found my second energy for myself. How long did it take you to find yours?
To be honest, it started right then in the landscape field. When I was in that field, it seemed like at first, when I first was doing it, it was complicated. I stay on the family, I be out. I'm focused on the job they had at the time. So I get repetition. You're going to get the hang of it. So you're going to start to know what you're dealing with every day. You know what you're dealing with out there.
You know what's going on.
I start easing through that, what you're doing out there on a day-to-day like that, if you're going to have that in the back end. Work small,
But that's how I just got. I'm an engineer and technician. So I'm doing the same thing you was doing, but I'm taking out whole machines, building machines, putting new drive, motor shaft, and like so. My energy was put in my business.
Okay, the audience has a question. It might be off.
Here we here.
Well, my situation was, my stuff was real big. And I was like, oh, I'm ready to, my bad, I'm sorry. I said, I was ready to leave my stuff. Get in the mind. So, I had something else on it. A lot of inflammatory to your eye, your lungs, your heart. What happened, I had in my ankle and in my eye. So they had me on prednisone. They cut it across my eye. Did a biopsy. And it was like, they had me taking prednisone from like 60 to a half. So, so my eye opened. So I kept trying to wean myself. It's bad for me. Like right now, I have a gash in the kitchen. My face right here is swelled, and it hurts bad. When I take these back from home, that's the side. I wish they don't know about it.
And that's real serious.
At the same time, make a long story short, when I got hurt, I went from 250. Now I went 221. What are you in?
What are you doing? Amen. Somebody take the mic, Jesus.
So that's the empty store. That's the empty store.
Nah, that's a TT store. Look, okay, so moving on to the last health and wellness question. What is something you wish you had known at the beginning of your health journey?
How important my daily routine?
You had to take the meat
What's something you wish?
You said you're taking the meat after salad. You don't like the meats? Like
It's more healthy without the meat.
and you know you do be selling lettuce burgers.
Yeah, I do. I love
I know
it.
it. Broccolini.
Yes,
I love coming over your house to eat.
I just love some garlic.
I come over your house to eat. Okay.
I'm moving the crowd,
So what do you wish you had known before, like when you started your health journey in the beginning? What do you wish you had known that you know now?
How many people don't give a damn about their health?
Yeah. That's for
A
sure.
lot of people don't give a damn about their health, and that's
I
what
like
I
that
wish.
word. Say it.
I don't really know.
That's all terrible.
But in the reason why I said that is because when I started this journey and I tried to offer it to family and friends, looked at me like, nigga, you crazy. I'm gonna eat my fried chicken. I'm gonna go to McDonald's, I'm gonna go to Wendy's, I'm gonna go to Popeyes, I'm gonna go get my ice cream, and I'm gonna lay on this sofa and eat my chips. But not realizing that that's what's killing you all the time.
And quicker, earlier.
And quicker. And so that's what I wish I would have known, the amount of people that was going to reject the message and the service of trying to help them. But today I don't give a damn if you reject me. God bless your health.
I'm glad it didn't stop you.
Oh no.
I'm glad it didn't stop you. When he met me, y'all, I had acne, and I'm talking about bad. Like as you say, stress can cause all types of things. Throughout my life, I've never really had acne. But when me and my significant other broke up, you know, it was just like I was so stressed out. I was so upset. I was trying to get back to me, and it just showed. I think I was purging. I really do. I think I was purging, you know, internally, and just it was coming out. And he met me, and he was like, you know, I just want to help you. I was like, okay, what do you do? I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, he's a little doctor, I know. But no, he turned out to be a great friend, you know, a motivator, somebody who always comes to check on me, see if I'm okay, see if my son's okay, and those are the type of people we need in our life that give a damn about us. Even when we don't give a damn. Those are the type of people that we need. So, for me personally, I'm still on my health journey. Every day I'm trying to put down the unhealthy things I am. Today, the only thing I ate was popcorn and drank some water, so I'm a little lightheaded. But I'm trying. So I wish I would have known to just. Thank you. Right after the show.
It passed self.
Right after the show.
When I say it's past self.
Right after
Y'all give us 2 days on the sign. What's the sign? Y'all
I'm saying like
salmon. Yes, you know, I say salmon on blueberry bagel with some cream cheese.
Either way you look at it, you know. I love
Let me put y'all on real quick. Blueberry bagels, salmon, and whatever flavored cream cheese you like, or if you want it unflavored, you gotta try it.
So many
Blueberry bagels. Those are the only ones I can tolerate. Those are the only ones.
It gotta be an
I got everything bagel seasoning. You put on the salmon.
Look, they don't. I couldn't do all that. I got ideas. I couldn't be doing all that. Not all that cream cheese.
What you got?
Okay. I am the auntie,
20.
and this is what I want to ask the question. Okay, I'm a bus manager, and I sit on the bus sometimes 10 hours a day. And then also I work for Service Master, but I do New South Middle Span buildings. We cleans up like 3 hours, 30 minutes. So what's the thing can I do besides sitting there eating, have my little bag, just eating all day? I know I'm not getting no kind of exercise, no, but when I go, you know, when we get out, I work like about 4 hours, and then we go home, he was come back.
What you doing between that time?
Yeah.
Sleeping, trying to sleep, because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Now, some things
Trying
that
to
you
give you some rest.
so we got,
And then also, hold on.
What time you go to bed?
Also, I take gabapentin for pain, you know, and all that. And then also take hot flash, you know, medicine.
So does that make your weight go up and down?
It makes me, it's like make my weight go up and down.
Yeah.
What time you go to bed at night?
I go to bed like about 9, 8 or 9. I get my 8 hours
Some
sleep.
good time when they sleep.
But I still, when I be tired when I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I really don't be want to get up. Because this something I just recently started. So I got to get used to it. So what I'm asking, my question is, what can I eat during the time I want to snack on the bus? Healthy.
grapes, blueberries, raspberries,
Okay.
cucumber, peanuts.
No food. And then also.
But I'm gonna tell you what I've been eating. You know, they had them chews in their bag.
Yeah.
I eat the chews. I be eating cookies. I be eating
You
drinks.
eating them cookies.
I be eating, you know,
Just let you know.
I'm not telling you.
That's a favorite snack.
And chips, especially those sour cream onion.
What's sour cream on your roll?
You in love with them.
Yes.
Right.
When I say what y'all say blueberries.
Blueberries,
Okay.
Fruit.
stay in the berry phase.
Okay.
Grapes, all that.
Okay.
Seeded
And I even, here's what I tried.
Seeded grapes.
I tried a mushroom burger from Stamps, and it is so delicious. Y'all have to try.
Do you like watermelon?
I love watermelon.
This is the time of the year that that's the best thing.
Okay.
Smith
I'm
County,
do
straight out Smith County.
County shot.
Yellow meat, I want the yellow meat watermelon.
I'm gonna do that.
Eat your normal
Okay. So what should I eat for lunch when I go home?
You need to eat some vegetables.
Vegetables.
Some more vegetables?
Vegetables.
You ate fruit. You need to eat
Then I
veggies.
eat some vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables are the things that you should eat at night. That's the biggest thing you should put on your plate for dinner.
Not Captain D.
Not Captain D's, not Popeyes, not Churches, not McDonald's. Of course you know that. I'm actually trying to help you because what I hear is that it's not you that's hungry, it's that parasite that's in you.
Yeah.
It's that parasite that's in you that got you eating the way you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not you.
So how can I get rid of the parasite?
Detox.
Detox.
Yes, man.
Detox.
And this is your man right here, the detox man right here.
Detox.
Well, I need to come see you.
You see
I'm
me
on
right
that
here.
counter.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Be sure to check your deficiency level because vitamin D does play a heavy role in your energy. You know, on vitamin D, vitamin K, certain vitamins you will get 8 hours plus you can still be tired. When you wake up, you'll feel groggy. You'll feel like I've been asleep all night, but you still wake up feeling tired. Ask your doctor to check your levels, your deficiency levels, and just understand that your health is very, very important. I walk around, I have a heart monitor on right now. Your health is very, very important. Very important. Eating right is very important. I fast from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sometimes I fast from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. is when I eat my first meals. You can do chicken broth. You can do fruit bowls. You can do watermelon and cucumbers. Pickles and watermelon is very good. It helps. You can drink lemon. Get you some lemon, cut it up, put it in a boiler, boil it. Get you some honey, drop it in there. It helps with your deficiency level. It helps boost your energy. And it also dries up the parasites that cause us to eat unhealthy. And I wish I knew when I was younger that a lot of the things my grandparents and my parents cooked for us was because in slavery times they cooked what was left over.
Correct.
You know, so our meals and the feeds and the pig. That's what the master left over for us to eat. But black women are so strong and black people, we're so strong, we're so powerful, we make it taste good. But it's not healthy.
But it's not
I can't
healthy.
cook pork in my house. I can't cook pork in my house.
It ain't healthy at all.
We as a black people, we are melanated people. And every day we should get at least 15 to 30 minutes of sunshine every day. And the best time to get your sunshine is between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And that's when the sun is at its highest.
Yes.
Okay? And that's what you was talking about. Because if you don't have the right amount and healthy amount of vitamin D in your body, the sunshine, your hormones are like this here. You're bouncing off the wall.
I'm glad
And you're always moody.
That's for the people who don't want to come outside in the heat now.
Because
That's why I take my lunch at 11
You talk to the people who
and
don't
catch
like
that
to come
feeling and
out
I
the
go
AC now.
walking.
yeah.
I go
Talk to some
walking.
people that don't like to come out the AC.
And we
What
talking
you got?
about our ancestors.
Say that again. We
the
talk to the
history
people
of
who don't
food.
like to come out the AC.
Yeah. I gotta come out of
You
it.
gotta come out the
What you
AC.
got back here?
We see you in the back.
You outside all the time, so you always soaking it in.
You understand clear.
what you said.
I feel you.
Do you understand?
He's always outside.
Yeah. Do you understand what's going on?
Because we call African American food what? Soul food. And you know what it's doing? It's killing your soul. It's not helping your soul. Because the thing about it, you go to the family dinner, you eat your fried chicken, you eat your macaroni and cheese, and you eat your cake, and the macaroni and cheese, the black beans and all this got ham, hock, bacon in it, and 30 minutes later, after you get through eating, what do? Go to sleep, and you know why? Because it shut off oxygen to your brain and to your heart. So it's not soul food helping you, it's death food that's killing you.
It's taking our soul.
What's the
It's
website?
taking
What's
it.
the website?
How can you feed the soul some food?
Then
Then we'll go back to the spiritual part again. Let's go back again to
Let's
what
go
we
back.
were doing to be questions about. You ain't feed the soul no food. Spiritual food.
Yeah. That's why, today I fasted, and when I tell you, fasting is gonna feel like headaches and, like I said, skin purging, all types of things gonna be happening that you're not gonna understand. I said, what is something that you wish that you knew at the beginning of your health journey? Who wanted to answer?
Can I say something about that fasting?
Yes.
Fasting is one of the best and the fastest ways that your body can heal itself. Because you shut down the system that's killing you from the stuff you've been putting in you. So if you do what they call intermediate fast, that's 16 hours a day. You're not putting anything in your body except for some type of healthy juice. Okay, what you're doing, you're giving your body the opportunity to go through the detoxing process as well as heal. Your body was created to heal itself. But if we're always stuffing it like we're a cow, because a cow graze all day long, because cow have 5 stomachs, you only have 1. And you should be having a healthy bowel movement twice a day. You can't because you keep putting stuff on top of it.
So is that a detox or a meal supplement?
Yeah.
What you got right here?
Right. It's just an energy drink.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for watermelon and beets is what I'm thinking. Because beets are good for your blood. Okay, because your kidneys is actually what pumps your blood, not your heart. Your kidneys. So beets are good for your blood. Okay, and then the watermelon it hydrates you. It keeps you hydrated. Watermelon is the third thing on earth that has that has the most water. Cucumber has the highest level of water. Cucumber, coconut, watermelon. Those are the best things that we should be drinking. Not the Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola has the highest amount of sugar in it. Next to Coca-Cola is Mountain Dew. Next to that is the damn energy drink that's killing people. So if we want better health, you got to put the health in you and not death.
That's like, that's more like feed the flesh type of.
David.
Mr. David asked like, how do you feed your soul? You just feeding on the physical. That's why I had asked him to repeat the question.
Okay.
Yeah, how you feed your soul? Spiritual things. The word.
Can I say something? And first you got to know what the soul is. First you have to know what the soul is. Your soul is your mind. Okay? So how many of us, the only thing that we read is a Facebook post?
Me.
Okay, you're not feeding your soul, because you're actually feeding your mind up.
I work between it.
Okay. So the way you feed your soul is actually picking up something and reading. Because you have to stimulate your mind for growth. And reading is the best way for your soul to grow. Just simply reading, and not just the stop sign. You know, picking up something and reading, and then also what you're listening to feeds your soul.
Exactly.
What you're listening to feeds your soul faster than what you're reading, because all of us love music. All of us love music. What you're reading, what you're watching, because your soul is a part of your eye gate. Your ear gate, your eye gate, and then also what you say to yourself out your mouth. What do you tell yourself in the morning before you leave out? These motherfuckers, they better not get on my nerve when I get to work. You just fed your soul negative energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to feed your soul something positive, something healthy, and it will help you throughout the day, because it's going to remember what you gave it at the beginning of the day. Okay, and then also your environment, the culture, your environment feeds your soul.
Everything good that you do for the body is for your soul.
It's for your soul.
Hey.
You're welcome.
Like that. Thank y'all. Oh my gosh. This is so good. I really love this. Now, if y'all want to stay for the rest, please feel free, because we're about to get into the regular Honey Listen podcast. And before we do that, though, Mr. Maberry, Dexter, has the Black Men's Health products that we have to talk about. We have the Boosted Herbalist Drink It Live, which is basically what he was talking about. If you want to come here and get you some of these good juices, these good supplements, we got sea moss, we got women's health support. We got that horny goat weed up here too. For men and women, you know what I'm saying? If you have a little, don't do that. If you
ain't nobody asked about no honey goat weed.
He got it though.
That's just the ingredient. That ain't hold on.
The juice is called wet for women. I'm just saying. Wet for women. So, I'm serious. If you're having issues getting moist or staying hard, he got you. If you want to cleanse your blood, he got you. So definitely come up here. If you need a fitness trainer, if you need a fitness trainer, go ahead and schedule and book your appointment with Superfit.
Don't come my home, boy. Be
don't you book the Superfit. Don't go
Calm down. Get you a new routine.
I'm just joking.
They want to go buy a new one, get you go work out. They want to know what they
And twin, you say you got more energy. You got energy capsules, and this here is this is my best seller. I have more people buying energy that need energy than anything.
Twice a day.
And I've already taken all of my blood. This is my second bottle. So, yeah, that's why I'm clearing up over here. You know what I'm saying?
And that pizza aside.
At Peach, you know, you gotta, like my girl said on the last podcast, she said, I'm just not starting to like me. But I ain't know you ain't like me, because I'm just not starting to like me again. It all starts on the inside. So if you have nothing else to add to the health and wellness segment, thank y'all for joining the health and wellness segment. We're going to move on to the icebreaker questions and get a little juicy in here. I know y'all ready to be nasty. Oh, and don't listen. If you want to buy something, let him know. And he has extra boxes, extra juices, everything over here. So let him know. You want to book an appointment to get fit and you ready to start playing now. If you don't book him if you ready to play, because he's not gonna play with you. So he's not gonna play.
So he's gonna make you have extra juices.
I'm gonna die.
Nah, you ain't gonna die. I'm gonna help you live.
I'm hard. I'm booked hard.
What you got back there? Hold on, Auntie. What you got back there? You had some? Oh, my bad. I thought you took all seconds.
So it'll make you have extra juice if you already.
Yeah, y'all gonna need to pack a bit.
Listen, y'all playing. Y'all scared of that G. They scared of that G.
What I need you to say, I'm not gonna be here. You right.
He didn't say no, I'm there.
You gonna leave?
Okay, y'all. So the first icebreaker question is going to be, what is your definition of true love?
Let the crowd answer.
I feel like true love comes from, you gotta know and love God first and yourself. Because if you don't love you, nobody will love you.
Exactly.
When you don't love you, you show it in ways that you don't even know you love you. So I'm learning now as I love him now. Like, look at his face, he's hard. But anyway, you know, there was a point in time where I didn't love myself. And it was a time where I was my angriest and like most mad at the world. Everybody was a problem, not me. Very, very gothic. I was one step away, guys. One step away from losing it all. I'm telling you. But once you get to a point where you realize what's the problem, you address it. I'm not at the root, but I've gotten past the layers. Does that make sense? And then once you put God in there, because I don't know about nobody. I can't do nothing without God in me. You know what I'm saying? And we in times where people try to discredit, oh, the universe, oh, this, God, Jesus.
That's it.
That's how I got to where I was. Because at one point, I was running from him.
You'll make a way.
Because I wanted to be mad. I wanted to be mad. I wanted to be angry because I felt like somebody owed me something. Nobody owes you nothing.
Right.
So until you get that and love yourself and love God and understand that you're on a journey and the way you think love look, it ain't gonna look like that. And and that's the hard part. A lot of people don't know. The way you think love look like for you, it don't look like that for you. But you can create that all you want. So I'm learning that love is really just about sacrificing, compromising, things like that. Like it's about serving. And we're in a generation where they want to make it one side because I really do hate this man-woman war. I can't stand it. At the end of the day, men and women, like it's a power thing. And if you need power, you don't love.
You know what's funny about that war? It's on in his race.
It really is. I didn't say that. Because if you go to those other races, you don't even really have to talk about it. What's understood don't have to be explained.
That's what I'm saying.
But when it comes to black women and black men, it's a fight for power. And if you gotta fight me for power, you don't let me know it. Hello.
That's a narcissistic person.
Very narcissistic. Very manipulative.
They want control.
But then when you bring the Bible into it, that's where y'all can start getting a lot of these people, men and women. Bring the Bible. Bring up the scripture about whatever y'all arguing over. And watch how it shifts and turns. They still gonna make you the problem. I'm the problem, but this is the Lord above says it.
I guess when you bring it up, they ain't gonna show that y'all make it be together.
Exactly.
They might not even believe what you believe. Then now you gonna start getting to the Bible and show up.
It's a deeper problem.
It's always a deeper problem.
Always.
You know, some people out here aren't happy with self, like you said, so they take it out on you and they project on you. Some you can be, it's literally sleeping with the freaking enemy. I know a couple of us have done that. Sleeping with the freaking enemy. Like it's true, it's possible.
They know you're trying to say, you got a plan for y'all.
Yeah, like I feel like nobody's bigger than the program.
Never.
You're not bigger than me. I'm not bigger than you. We're supposed to be in this together. And that's what I'm saying. That goes back to what we were talking about last week. I don't mind being led, but don't lead me astray. Do not sit there and make it seem like this is what. And let me drink. Brethren, please. Just saying.
I already drank with it.
So anybody else, does anybody else have any take on what their definition of true love
So
is?
my take on true love is what's love you talking about? Because before you can get to love somebody else, you gotta love yourself. Can you look in that mirror? Can you wake up every morning and look in that mirror and say,
Oh my God, I look fly, I look good. Affirmations, don't like affirmations.
can I do that every day? No matter what.
You the one.
Hype me up. I'm Mr. BS for a reason, Mr. Bachelor. Now, come on now. I'm still on it. But can you look in that mirror and can you live with every choice you're gonna make, no matter if it's subconscious or conscious? Like I said earlier, whatever you're around, the people you're around, the things you do, that's gonna create every move you make. How you think, how you approach every situation. So. True love. How can, if I don't love myself, how can I love somebody else? I don't even know what I'm lying to my dang self.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Some people don't even know themselves.
You don't even know you really like most.
You know what? Most of us as black people, we you know why we wear other people's stuff? You know why we wear the Gucci's and all this stuff? Because we want to be that person. You know why? Because we don't know who we are. We want to be them. I want to be like Mike, as they used to say. Okay?
Got the J's on.
I want to be the Gucci. Negro, find yourself and be you. Because if you only love yourself on the 5, you only going to love somebody else on the 3. Because you're going to keep that one to protect yourself.
They're going to have a wall instead of a gate.
Right.
They're going to have a wall instead of a gate.
We wasn't taught love. No, we wasn't taught love. We was taught survival. And most of us still live in the survival mindset, lifestyle, because we grew up in a survival culture. Why? Because we've been taught slavery. We've been taught slavery. We were never taught identity.
True love.
We was never taught identity. We were taught slavery. And slavery is what? Bondage, death, fear. Run and hide. And we run and hide from ourselves every day. That's why we don't know ourselves. We hide. We're running. We're scared. Sit down long enough with yourself, by yourself. Love your weaknesses and understand your strength. And find balance for your life. And love the person that you find. And when you love that person, then you reciprocate that love to somebody else. Until then, stay the hell out of the relationship. Stay out of the relationship because you don't know you yet.
I loved it. It was powerful. It was giving.
Back to the question. What's true love you talking about?
Listen. Any definition that's your definition, and you all are exactly right. If you don't love you, you cannot love the next person. You just can't. There's no possible way. I was interested to see the different perspectives that we're going to be talking about in this topic. So I'm glad y'all superseded my expectations. Thank you. Does anybody else have a take on what's your definition of true love? Oh, the twins ain't got nothing to say about that, huh? Don't worry about it, see. So, don't worry about it. If y'all was interested, y'all would have.
I can write a book about it.
So, the next.
Hold on. There's a difference between love and lust.
I know that.
There's a difference between love and lust.
But they can look like twins.
Yes.
They look like twins.
They can feel like twins.
But the difference is sacrifice. When a person can sacrifice for you, compromise for you.
Right.
You can do it for yourself and serve you.
Right.
That's when you learn the discipline. And then I learned, and I'm glad I learned that at a
The
young
difference
age.
between love and lust, this the difference. Whatever I'm doing for you, I don't have to benefit off of it.
Right.
It was for your benefit only.
I feel like true love is not giving the love because God gave unconditional love. I feel like humans can't give that, but as close to it as possible, you can give it.
Yeah.
We live in a generation where everything is transactional. I'm not doing that if you're not doing it for me.
You know something?
I feel played if I don't do it. But I'm learning as I'm getting older. I can't expect me out of other people. I can't expect me from other people. What I do, just doing, you probably feel like you getting out on me. You know what? You might be to you. But when I leave, you're going to be like, dang, bro.
Nobody else
Dang, man. Ain't nobody. I ain't got no other friend like her. I ain't had nobody.
This entitlement mentality, people, they're entitled to.
Very entitled. You're entitled to something. I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. And they don't even owe you nothing. No one owes you anything. But we live in a generation where everybody feels entitled. Feels like I deserve that. No, you don't. No, you don't. And until you learn that, you're going to go through life feeling like you're feeling like, oh, that's what it is. You're going to always feel heavy, always feel angry, always mad at the world. Your mentality, like you're always the victim. And I tell people all the time, victim mentality would, oh my God, like I can't explain it. If I told y'all what I went through on this panel, y'all would look at me like, ain't no way.
You know what?
You don't look like what you've been through.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
we live, people really do love pity. Someone to feel sorry for them. If Jesus didn't get pity, why do you deserve it? Why do you get to have it for yourself so relentlessly? I'm talking about no stop. And until people as a whole, not just black people as a whole, learn it, it's gonna always be a war when it comes to love. When the truth is, none of y'all really love each other. You don't love yourself. And until you get to that root of that problem, you can never love nobody else. You're gonna always pick toxic love. It ain't cute. It ain't cute at all. It's draining. It's draining.
You actually said a very powerful word. You said root. Because a lot of us look at symptoms, but we don't pay attention to the root. So a lot of us get spray paint and we want to spray it on our leaves to pretend that we got it going on. Spray paint cannot cover up a dead leaf. You spray paint on the dead leaf. You're fruitless.
You still green all day, it's still gonna crumble.
And it's still gonna crumble. Thank you. And then your roots ain't deep enough. You ain't. Some of us hadn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Hadn't hurt enough to learn how to love themselves.
Did you ever preach it?
I'm telling you.
Some people hadn't hurt enough.
You hit the staple shot.
And so here's my point to that statement. We keep going in these cycles and circles, dating and sexing the same people and kind of people because I hadn't got hurt hard enough to walk away to love me. And ask myself, why? Why? So when you get tired of hurting, then you learn to love.
Exactly. That right there. I experienced that.
Yes.
I experienced that. Yeah.
Like literally. I'm talking about I went through it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like how they be crying in the
Ugly crying.
Flying down the wall. I'm talking about you hear me?
I've been there. And let me tell you something. You are not lying. That's a different type of hurt when you realize, damn, I gave all that I could give this person. I gave it to him. And it's like, damn, that's still not good enough. And then you have to look at yourself and be like, wait, why are you doing all this for somebody who don't
and
even
then
see your work?
Don't
even see your work. So when you see your own work, man, it hits different. And I now know my worth. And if I do something, I'm gonna be doing it for me. I'm gonna be doing it for my benefit. And you know, whatever happens, happens. So what you got, audience member?
Okay, I want to tell y'all a situation. I'm 54 years old, and y'all know I done been through some relationships. Okay, this particular relationship, I'm not gonna call his name, but I was working 2 jobs out there hard. This man was on dialysis. You hear me? I slept too while he was on dialysis. The man, you when you on dialysis,
I'm checking it out.
you can't.
You ain't got no strength.
You ain't got no strength. Guess what? Don't get up. I deal with him because I loved him. I didn't care nothing about all that. The mouth was bad now, I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, that's another story. But what happened was, he ended up cheating on me because he was going to the club Tuckaway. And I was working 2 jobs. And so he told me one day when we was in the club, he said, that girl called herself liking me. But I didn't know, me being clueless, I didn't know that him and the girl was messing around. So he all of a sudden just come to me and just break up with me. And I'm wondering, why this man broke up with me? So I'm going to say God. God led me back to the club. It was the day of watching football. So the people in the club already knew they were messing around. How about they said me and Donna at the table, which she was my sister-in-law. They said us at the table with them. And so my man, I said, they was together sitting by each other. I said, are y'all couple? I said, are y'all couple? And they laughed, you know, like it was funny. So I asked the lady to move with me. So I had to use the bathroom. How about they was sitting there? Guess what I did? I cold cocked them and cleaned out the chair. Yes, I did. I knocked him out the chair. But the security guard grabbed me, and then I told her she could get it too. So after that, he gonna call himself, gonna try to get back with me. And here's what I told him: if you got back with me, either you gonna kill me, or I'm gonna kill you. And that was that.
But I'm gonna say this. What I got out of that was you learned your lesson.
Yes.
I got that out of there. You
jail.
You didn't go to jail, did you?
I ain't gonna kiss my back on jail.
I'm talking about when she cold cocked the girl out the chair like she said.
No, I cold cocked him.
Oh,
I was mad at the girl. I was mad at him. That's what you have to go. That's what you have to go to. You have to go to the store.
Yeah.
That would be wrong with women now. They always trying to get the female, but the female didn't even know nothing about you. You get what I'm saying?
Even if she did know, she don't no loyalty.
Right.
Even if she did know.
I have a response. I feel like sometimes God places you in people's lives in seasons. And when you extend your stay against His will, He will do something that will show you it's not meant for you.
Right.
And I feel like that's what that situation was. It was just God's way of showing you that person wasn't for you. And then a lot of things also, I don't even want to get into cheating because I could really break it down, but I just feel like if a person cheats on you, they don't want to be with you. And I tell anybody I deal with, you feel like you need to cheat on me, break up with me. Leave me.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's A-okay. The world is not going to end. My world's not going to end. I'm still going to go to sleep tonight. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that was just God will, letting you know He wasn't for you. It's a lot of stuff.
Maybe it's a lot of layers to that. So moving on to the next question. What's a book or movie that has had a big impact on you?
Matrix.
So why?
Because the Matrix actually revealed the world that we live in. We're living in a Matrix. Many of us are walking around here just like zombies. You know, we're under control of something outside of us. And we have no control over it because we have not been awakened to the truth of where we are, who we are, so we live in this Matrix world.
So for me personally, I would say the 48 Laws of Power had a big impact on me because not only does it teach you how to avoid manipulation, it also teaches you how to manipulate if you want to.
So that's what you've been doing to me.
Well, no, you know something.
You still in the honey now. Look, stop stealing the honey.
She give me the hug and manipulate.
I'm just transferring energy. Transferring energy. But yes, the 48 Laws of Power, if you have not read it, read it. You can get it on audiobook. You know, it is a really good read. And it shows you, it's going to show you a whole bunch of ways you've been manipulated. It's going to show you a whole bunch of ways to talk your way out of situations, talk your way into situations. Like, it's a really good read. What about y'all?
Mine, okay, so this is probably going to be so off the wall, but mine is the little boy in the struck pajamas. So the reason it opened up for me was because at the time I was in high school when I watched it. And we only had like 2 white kids. My best friend was white.
Yeah.
So it started showing me the different perspective, looking at it from a different picture, and so I can understand it and be this great black young man that I am. To understand, oh, this ideology is not really what it is. We looking at it this way, but if you look at it from this side, it's actually a whole other, it's something else to it. There's a reason why you feel like this towards it. It's a reason you got an anger towards it. It's a reason you hate it. It's a reason you love something. So once I watched it, it opened me up.
Okay. So I've seen that movie and I definitely get what you're saying. That's definitely a two-sided perspective movie. So, but it's so good. If y'all have not watched The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, definitely watch that movie because it's gonna make you cry though. I can tell you that. I'm a crybaby when it comes to movies. So it's gonna make you cry.
What is it called?
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I don't even have pockets. Anybody got a coin, nickel, penny, dime?
What about the Notebook?
Girl, I love the Notebook because you know I'm gonna tell y'all I'm a lover girl. I'm a lover girl, so I love the Notebook. The Notebook is like one of my all-time favorite movies because I believe that that right there, that's the movie that shows you that what I said last week, not right now don't mean never.
Exactly.
That's that movie that show you not right now doesn't mean never. Like I love it.
I love that movie.
That's a movie about true love.
That's gonna make you cry though, right there. That one gonna make you. That's a tearjerker.
I think that's on Prime or something, ain't it? The Notebook.
The Notebook probably.
Yeah.
Is on.
Yeah.
Now my book off the wall for real.
I love it. Give it to us.
What is it? A cold summer, winter, or winter summer?
Yeah, the coldest winter ever.
And that the reason I say that is because it teaches the deep-rooted issue about what's really wrong with the black community. Like it started, you listen from the teenager's perspective of how she was placed in a grown-up setting too early, too soon. She didn't have, which is a lot of black kids grow up earlier than they should,
especially the oldest.
Especially the oldest, and they're grown up more than their shit, than they should be, and they carried it on with them. She didn't care about school. She cared about drugs, smoking, boys. Who had the most money? She didn't have no type of sense of herself. And when she lost her father, I think she was a bitch. Like she couldn't even fend for herself. And what she thought was fending for herself was literally surviving. So that book basically taught me what I didn't want to be. Like when we was reading this, when I was in high school, it seemed cool at the time. But now as an adult, she was a woman. Yeah. Like that is not a way you want to go. It's not a way I want to live. It's not a way I want my kids to live. So it basically taught me what I didn't want to be, what I wasn't, what I couldn't make myself be. And I feel like so many young girls, men, adults, they're growing up and their life is literally that book. And they don't even notice it. They don't notice the pattern. You know, they don't see the own curses, generational, that their families are experiencing. Poverty is a curse. You can break it though. You can break it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. And I tell people all the time, I know I'm the millionaire right now. You know what I'm saying? Multi-millionaire. I don't know when. You know, man. Hey, if y'all look on all of my social media handles, I have billionaire. CEO. You gotta speak it. I know that's me. I don't know when, but I know that's me. And it's so many kids, they're not prepped for that. You know, they being woke up to negativity. They go to school probably deal with negativity. Just to come back to a negative environment, wonder why they feel negative about themselves. And that's what that book taught me. You are how you feel about yourself. And that's how I learned, you know what I'm saying? Like I said last week, I can't take on your opinion of me. I can only accept my own. And that book literally showed me of the system that black young women are placed upon in the cycle that it's hard for them to break if they don't notice. You get what I'm saying? And I hate that she never grew out of it. She kept that mentality. And it hurts. It really does hurt. And a lot of black women to this day had that same mentality. Yeah. They don't want to sit down. And they can't sit down. They don't want to be nobody. They don't want to be nothing. You know, they coddling the boys. They hard on the girls. Like, it's so much stuff that I feel that book showed. But as a teenager, we didn't take it for what it should have been taken in. And now that I'm older and I literally, like, I just listened to it at work. I was like, the message that we thought we were getting when we were younger is not the message she was really trying to send us. And I get it now. And it is definitely one of those books. I feel like it's a book where you have to read it when you're older to understand how immature you really are when you think you're wrong. And you think you know it all. And people kept telling her, you a little girl, you a little girl. I ain't no little girl, I can this and I can that, and I'm dressed like this. No, you're a little ass girl. You're a child. You're literally a child. And you think you're wrong. And that's how a lot of people end up gone before they should be, dead in situations where they can't get themselves right. And I'm thankful that I'm one of those people. God showed me younger, and now I'm older, and I know how to really move it on.
I'm gonna say something to help and balance out what you're saying, because I just made a statement about the matrix, okay, on where most of us live in our culture, our upbringing, our education, and all this. I'm asking everybody, how many sides do a coin have? I'm hearing 2. Thank you. We've been taught that it has 2 sides, but it has a 3rd side. See the matrix? We never pay attention to what's right in front of our face. We never pay attention to what's in front of us. We believe anything. We was taught that it has a head to a tail, but what's going on with this other side? That's the 3rd side. Okay.
Yes, look, I knew, you know, when I invited certain people today, we was gonna learn some things today. I knew that.
Well, you know me.
Look, I knew that.
I have a quarter circle. Can you show me what the 3rd side is?
It's in the middle.
It's the side face.
It's the front, the ridge, and then the ridge in the
Yeah,
middle.
the ridge. Hold it just like that.
You never thought about it.
Boom. 3. But did you see it?
So does anybody else have anything on what's a book or a movie that had the biggest impact on you? Nobody?
Yeah, The Matrix was my movie, but 7 Habits of Highly Effective People was my best book, what I studied in Jackson State. I love the book because it actually teaches you how to put yourself as top priority. It teaches you manageability. Okay, it's teaching you that you need to get connected with the right people. Iron sharpens iron. You know, the saw. It teaches you priorities. Okay, first things first. Okay, are they first or am I first? You know, it teaches you synergy. You know, it teaches so much about teaching you how to prosper in life. It teaches you how to get ahead in life. But it first starts mentally. It starts all in the head. Prioritize. Love oneself first.
Yes, just like you gotta pay yourself first.
Exactly. Yeah.
My sister cousin taught me that. She said, "Oh, you wanna pay you first."
Yeah.
And ever since then, you know, I said, okay.
Because a lot of people, even with what you were saying, and this is what I learned also from the book, that be proactive. Many people are reactive. We're never proactive. You know? And so what we're doing, we're waiting on something to happen. No, you make it happen. Stop waiting on something to happen. Here's another thing. Many people are like, I'm waiting on God. Well, God waiting on you.
Hello.
Faith without works is
Faith without works is dead. You will never get 3 times 3 if you don't add 1 and 2 to the extra 1. That will get 3.
Like your 3 sides.
There you go.
Hello.
Like my 3 sides.
Hello. I picked up on
You
this.
can't get 2 steps until you make 1.
Yes. What you got?
I hate for people to procrastinate.
So you don't like procrastination?
No.
Okay.
I don't like Nike. Yeah, no.
Oh, y'all done picked up on your lingo. Okay, so moving on to the last icebreaker. If you could pick a new skill up in an instant, what would it be?
Read mine.
You already kind of do that anyway. You already looking through somebody's phones. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading your mind. I want to know what the thoughts is. That's a powerful skill to have.
I would say, if I could pick up a new skill instantly,
Skill or gift?
gift. I want to say gift. If I could pick up a skill or gift instantly, I would probably say the ability to cure anything, anybody, at any given moment.
See, she read mine too, because I said healing.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah. But I'm not just talking about physical healing, I'm talking about spiritual and emotional.
Yes.
Because many people are broke spiritually, broke mentally and emotionally. Okay? Many of us, I mean, especially us as a black people, I mean, we're so broken. We're so broken and we're so wounded. And many of us, we talk out of blood. Every time we open our mouth, we spitting blood on somebody else. We're talking out of anger. Daddy raped me, daddy left, he molested me, she molested me, they walked off, they broke up with me. We're mad at everybody. We're spitting blood. We're broke. We are broke as a people. And it hurt. It hurt. Hell, I grew up as well. I was raped. Okay? At the age of 10. Okay? Been shot twice. My son is in the hospital right now in a coma. And I want to get the hell up out of here. But I have to do what God called me to do. And that's a part of the healing. Do what you know what you need to do in spite of what's going on. Serve God, serve people. Because God got my son. And that's healing. That's healing.
And we are praying for you. We are praying for Q. You know, definitely send your prayers up for Q right now. And send your love to Mr. Maberry. He needs it right now. You know, and that's another thing I want to just kind of piggyback off of. I'll say this: if we get it together as a people, you know, the men already hold all the weight of the world on their shoulders, even though they might not show us that they do. And the women, like somebody told me, I cannot remember who told me this, but a group of men asked the man's wife, they said, oh, you wear the pants, huh? She said, no, he wears the pants, I'm just a belt that holds it up. So, I'm going to say this. We, as a people, man, as black people, if we get our stuff together and back our men up, back our women up, like if they have that pressure off of them, then they can protect us. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know where to start, not as a single person. So that's why I say do your part. As he said, do what you know that you need to do. Because once you know thyself, that's how you're going to help the next person. It's going to come to you naturally. And I feel like the Honey Listen podcast, I created it to be able to speak freely. I created it to be able to, you know, put people on, showcase, let everybody know, you know, what's going on here. And this is not just for me, it's for everybody that wants to be a part of it. I'm not big into the program. So, because honey, listen. So does anybody else have anything else on, you know, what, if you could have a new skill right now, right now, what would it be? Okay, accomplished. If that you are. I just want to shout out this man. 2025 graduate just took the stage. Like, engineering. This man is an engineer. You know what I'm saying? This is a black man that we got right here. Black man, fitness trainer, mentor, herbalist. Yes, black man. Y'all are role models. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We love you, black men.
We love you like women.
I would say my gift for new skill would be, because I never felt this, I would say understanding culture. Like, I feel like that's the biggest thing. You can communicate all day long, but if I don't understand your point of view, I will never get you anywhere. And I feel like people focus on communicating and not to understand. So if the person that's never felt understanding skill to this day kind of feel like nobody really understands you, that would be my issue. I feel like a lot of the times people don't care about being right, they don't care about being wrong. But do you understand where I came from? You know what I'm saying?
I understand some level of people. And sometimes I feel like it ain't for you to understand. Certain levels of things ain't for us to understand. That's why I've heard it and that's why I've never heard it.
And many people are always hearing to respond, but they're not listening to understand.
I said
I mean, listening is not trying to think of, okay, let's try to figure out what to say behind what they're saying. You didn't hear nothing that they're saying.
Yeah, you didn't hear nothing they said. You just, and I feel like it comes from a place of combativeness. Like, I feel that person feels disrespected or like, oh, they trying to come up on me. It's like, no. A lot of times people don't know how to take lessons for what they are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not an L. It's an L, but it's not like a loss. It's a lesson. It's okay to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kind of person I feel like once I get in that space, like, don't be trying to teach me. And I struggle with it to this day. But I'm learning that you can't pick and choose when you want to feel like. Every single day is a learning experience. You learn something, whether it's subconscious or unconscious. You know, like you're learning. So there's always be alert and aware. And
willing to accept.
Yeah, like willing to accept. And sometimes you just gotta understand and choose. I mean, whether you accept it, you don't gotta like it, but if you can accept it, that's all that matters.
How many grown people in the room? Raise your hand.
What?
How many grown people in the room? Raise your hand. Grown people. I know. I stay grown. Here we go. All I did was just step here. Because the thing about it, if you're grown, you don't have room to grow.
Yeah, you don't have room to grow. Okay, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? So never be grown. Always put yourself in the place of being teachable.
We're growing.
Always be teachable. Okay? Okay, you evolving. Hopefully, yeah.
That was a nice setup.
That's why I said, I fell for it, and I literally just said it.
When I looked over here and they raised their hands, I said, they know something I don't. Look. Exactly.
That's what I said, and I literally still fell for it. But you know, it's cool. You know,
You learned
the lesson.
the lesson. That was the lesson.
Now I show you what that list is. Like, come in and
Yeah, I was responding and I was
Hey, but the message was clear.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You know what? Some of our receivers are broke. Exactly. Some of our receivers are broke. And you all went around with the CD days. You know, or you be riding down the highway somewhere and your phone drop a call. Okay? Receiver is broke. You're not getting the message. How did I break my receiver? My mama called me a bitch all my life. So when somebody come along, I love you. How you gonna love a bitch? Receiver is broken. Our receivers are broken. Until we hear the right words about who we are, what we can do, we'll always receive your broken receiver. So the drop and call will continue to happen.
Baby, download. You gotta be ready to receive, you know. And some of us are, like I said earlier, going back to that, some of us are stuck in certain parts. And if we ain't elevated up to that point where we're ready to receive the downloads, or we can't quiet our mind or even quiet our damn selves to shut up for just a second to receive, that's exactly what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. So, does anybody else have anything else to add to that topic?
I'm trying to be quiet.
Listen, you over here preaching and teaching tonight. You over here preaching and teaching.
You know what? All the podcasts that I do watch, he's very talkable. He's quiet tonight. But me, I'm loving the knowledge here. Like, I'm a knowledge head. Okay. I'm a knowledge head. I like to consume knowledge. And I respect y'all. Y'all came on here and y'all talking about things that us in the black community don't talk about. Things that we don't take serious. We think we gotta live for the weekend instead of living for now. Yes. How you live on the breath and not on the day. God only give you so many. You never know what a name will be called. And how I know that? My son, a machine is keeping my son alive. You live on a breath, not a day. And oftentimes we take it for granted. We take it for granted. You see, I just learned that. I just started slowing down. In the past 5 years, I've been straight school, I got food trucks. So me and my dad started our business in 2020, Big Boys Fish and Wine. You don't need no tea. Need things you need. So we cook a variety of different food. So one thing we do, we try to cook our food without grease. So we serve to a point, day shift and night shift. We're gonna have some grease, and then we're gonna have some other options for the people who can't eat this. We don't put a lot of salt in our food. We watch how we season. We use different ingredients. We use a lot of vegetables. Your lunch plate gonna be more vegetables than it is the pork chop that you want. But you're wondering why we giving you 2 extra sides. We're trying to help you get this energy. You're already shopping for my business. I don't want to see my customers like leave here. I want you to keep coming back because we talk more than our food trip. We have a good time. It's always a fellowship, and that's how I approach life. I approach life like it's a fellowship. And one part of fellowship people don't talk about.
You eat and you gain knowledge. And when I say eat, I'm talking about spiritual food. I ain't talking about what grandma and them back there in the kitchen thing. I like sitting down with old heads. You can call me old head. No, you get it there about me.
I love these people in the building. I'm just saying.
I have the gift of wisdom. It's a gift. Okay, it's a gift. The stuff that I share, as you said, I just get downloaded because I'm always listening. Because I always put my soul in a place to evolve and heal. Regardless of what's going on around me, I'm still listening to the Most High. Because He hears and He sees
what you don't see,
never. So I just, when He says, I just say.
And the crazy part is, me by being an engineer, I design, I innovate. So when I first started 3D modeling, it showed me a different perspective on the world and how I see it. Like when I walk outside this building, I don't just see this building, I see the different shapes inside the building. I see the structure, I see the struts. I know what books that go right here. And it's all there for a reason. So why can't I apply that to my life? The 7 Books of Habits, I had to read it my freshman year. That's how I got to where I am now. I had to take time for myself in school. I had to learn the balance. You gonna have fun. The first year, I ain't gonna lie, I was playing ball, I had my fun. When I came back home to help my family take care of my parents, I rooted myself and said, what do you want? We have this, but what is our goal? God has something different and better for all of us today. No matter what walk of life you in, you might think you might be, God needs to be a head. It's a whole little door over there. You ain't even seen it behind you. God wants you to go turn around and walk over to it.
They can laugh, tell them your plans.
Okay.
All the time.
Yes, so what you said, many of us are just existing, we're not living. And that is true.
And like how you meditate, she know this, my thing is fishing. I fish.
Collegiate fishing. Collegiate. He was on the collegiate fishing team at Mississippi State. You know, I didn't know they had a collegiate fishing team. I didn't know
that. So what I do is, when I go fishing, I take my boat out. I just be in the middle of the water. I cannot catch nothing, but just the peace. Because our mind can never be clear. It will never be clear because you always have something. The nerves are constantly going there. I snap my finger, I have to tell it. Something is moving in milliseconds, nanoseconds, reacting to it. Yeah. So just for me to find myself, okay, Devontae, this what we got going on, this what been going on. How we need to adjust our life. What's our plan? How we going to approach this? And see, I'm the maintenance, I'm an engineering technician, so I have to be proactive with my work. I have to be reactive with my work. So I apply everything I learned in school to my life. Yes. That's the part of college people don't understand. Everybody want to go to get that degree. Yeah, I got this paper, I got this paper. Well, what did you learn in that journey? Because that's why college is for you.
Like you said, they want to it's a lot there. So you grab hold.
Yeah, and when I get to the point, when I actually got into it, it became like, I was in National Guard. So I was inactive for 7 months, went to basic training, and a health issue occurred. And those 7 months that I was working with, I've never felt so like I belonged. And like I said, I'm a person where I wasn't a people's person. So when I joined the military, like I said, I really did join for Maberry at first, I'm gonna be honest. But as I got into it and saw what it could do for me, what it could benefit the structure, how much it was for other things I was already doing in life, I really did fall in love with it. You know what I'm saying? Learning the different lingos and like, to this day, my time is in military. I do not like staring.
It creates habits.
It just created a habit, you know what I'm saying? And I met a lot of people that are still to this day kind of beneficial and impactful, and I'm not kind of. So now that I'm older, my piece is music. That's the gift God gave me. So my mind is clear when I can make a song like that. Everything you do in life is really a song. Because then it sounds colliding. This conversation is a song. It's a frequency. It's a frequency. You know what I'm saying? We're exchanging vibrational energy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a person that loves music, that's when I'm the most calm. No one can discourage you. You can try to take the I don't need it. I am the song. Like I am everything I want to be. So I feel like for me that's what music is. In my life, I really don't music my whole life. And even in the military down to the cadence. You know, I'm not saying like I love my whole, you know, I'm putting that they are soul to it. Instead of just the, you know, you heard it, you know, different.
Going through the motion.
You know what I'm saying? It just showed me a lot about structure. It showed me a lot about punctuality. If you want time, you listen.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I hope this is there.
It's 30 minutes.
And I hate, I really don't want to get late, but now I'm learning, you know, like I said, it's a guy. Every reaction, you know, every reaction has a reaction. You know what I'm saying? What you do as a person can determine a lot of the outlook that you have. It's talking about how working together as a team. You know, if one fail, we all fail. If one win, we all win. So it just taught me a lot, man. I kind of hate that I went in it. You know, I hate the situation that occurred. You know, when I was in basic training and leading up to that time, like I literally lived 10 days after I graduated high school. So I went fresh out of high school. I'm talking about as soon as I got to become a teenager, I was shocked. And yeah, they were talking about that quick. Once I heard that clear up, I was gone, out of it. And then I learned, you know, it was different. It was about structure, family, teamwork, and how to truly have someone that baby.
So we're gonna take a game break.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
everybody a breather. We're gonna do a little game break. So this game, which is I think this is my favorite game here, it's called Lyrically Correct.
Oh, okay.
All right. Look, get an audience a mic, y'all, just in case they want to say
Can I pick the audience person?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, give me that mic. Let me see. I ain't feeling the nuts. I ain't got time for that. You want the mic?
We finna play Lyrically Correct.
Okay, let's come on.
Okay, say lyrically. Come on in.
She is scared.
Okay,
She
come on.
is scared.
I don't know what everybody. You got it? You got it?
Okay, I'm reading the question to you.
Give me.
Come on, step up here.
Okay.
You want to be in camera? It's okay. Who did Wishbone from Bone Thugs and Harmony miss?
Why you saying lyrical like poetic, like poetry? Say it again.
Who played
I don't know.
Wishbone?
Say it again.
Who did? You don't know the question? Okay.
You said lyrical. I thought we was like. She was ready to spit a poem.
He missed his
No, I thought we
Uncle
really
Charles.
knew lyrical.
He missed his Uncle Charles.
I'm sorry.
Y'all losing already.
What's wrong with y'all?
Okay. Next one.
Those are totally different generations.
I know him, though.
Look, I know too far.
He's 22. He knows. It's okay though. I'm not judging. So, when did Genuine realize his whole life had changed?
My whole life has changed.
I was feeling already.
I knew that
Okay.
Come on now.
Last one.
That was the question.
Since you came in, that was the
Yeah,
answer.
okay.
What does Johnny Gill want her to put on her red dress and high heels for?
Your high
Somebody else leave. Y'all today.
Oh man, I'm
You want the whole song over here?
Y'all gotta understand what it means.
You knew. You said the exact thing that we called.
I'm over here singing the whole song. I'm just saying.
Okay. Wait. I gotta see what my girl got. You said something about poetry. I just gotta hear this. What you had? She said it's not working. Whatever you got.
Come on.
Whatever you got.
This is God giving you a chance to make.
Hold on, just know this. At the end, I have a spit that honey segment.
And you better look for
You
it.
want to do poetry, you want to do comedy, you want to be lyrical, whatever you want to do, I'm with it. Whatever you want to do, I'm with it. So at the end,
Hold her to it. We're going to hold her to it.
Hey,
When I come over there with that mic, don't be over there doing this.
she don't be scared. She don't look scared. She don't look scared.
Brey gotta do it.
Alright, so jumping back into the topic, the first topic is going to be, what's your opinion on toxic masculinity and femininity? What is your take on toxic masculinity and femininity?
I'm old school. I grew up one girl on my grandparents, not so much the lower concept. Like, so when I first started dating, I started seeing like, why you calling me bud? I'm supposed to be your boyfriend. I'm supposed to love you. Why are you giving me this energy? I want you to be a lady. I want you to hey, how you doing? How your day going? You okay? You want something? But now it's reversed. Everybody is survival mode still, like you said. Me versus you. By us going, most people going up and black people going to single family, the father was took out. Once the devil took the father out of the picture, this is one of the most important things to have the father to think with the structure. The father is the one that lays the groundwork for the foundation of who you are. Somebody has to lay the groundwork for you. So, when I started seeing but now it's just ongoing. Now it's just getting worse and worse. On social media, it's getting out of control.
Yeah. I feel like it goes back to what I said earlier. Women versus men, we all need each other. And like I said, it is toxic one. The battle of power comes to a point where things are just disarray. You know what I'm saying? There's no peace. The spirit ain't right. So me personally, I don't like it. And as a woman that was in survival, trying to unlearn it and learn from a place of love, it is hard. I get triggered. And I have to talk to me through that, like, girl, it's okay. You mean it that way. I know it sounded that way. I'm wrong. So we're not going to respond that way. And then sometimes I fall short of it. But I'm telling you, the only thing I can do is apologize and move forward. So I feel like it's all about unlearning that survival mode, learning to love yourself, and then understanding certain things that are society talk. And just get right back to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us look at stuff from surface stuff and not deep. So until you get deeper, it's gonna always be toxic femininity. It's gonna always be only power. Until you come together as a team, no one is bigger than the other one, no one's bigger than the program, you're gonna have that issue. And like I said, a lot of us women, you feel like it's a difference between passive and submissive. In this generation, most men want a passive woman. Well, I'm not gonna say most men. Most males want a passive woman, not a submissive. Because at the end of the day, if you're submissive, I'm understanding you can leave. I take pleasure in certain things. But if I'm passive, I'm scared. I feel like if I don't do what you said do, you're gonna do something to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like once we learn that difference and truly understand that, like I said, it's gonna always be this stupid word I'm so tired of. It's draining, and until people understand it, it's just really gonna continue. Like it literally is. So it's more so just about understanding self-love, and knowing what triggers you. Because healing don't look beautiful. A lot of people think healing smell like roses, and you just walk around in the field, and no, you may be good today, you're going to be broke down tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about doing that hard work. And a lot of people don't want to do that work. Because you realize a lot of stuff you were put in, you did it yourself.
Yeah, and you don't want to look in the mirror.
Because you had the option to walk away. God always gives us a little escape route. You didn't take it. And now you want to be mad at the world. No, sit in it. Deal with it. Forgive yourself and move on.
Give yourself
grace. So yeah, I feel like until they understand that we all need it. But if we constantly balance the power, that love nowhere. So yeah, like the Bible said, love isn't temperamental, it isn't angry, it isn't possessive, it's calm. You know what I'm saying? And when you're from the Bible, you gotta learn it. You gotta unlearn what you've been taught and relearn. So yeah, you gotta see all three sides now too.
Hello.
Clock that.
Compliment to Mr. Maberry.
Clock that.
Clock that. Please clock that. So, okay. My take on toxic masculinity would be Jesus. I say just stop blaming one another, like you said, and look in the mirror and face your own demons, and figure out why you accept toxicity. Figure out why you even want that type of energy in your life. Period. Like you have to know thyself. And I'm going to continue to say that. If you don't know yourself, you'll never know what you want. You'll never know what you like. You'll never know where you want to be. You'll never know why you're accepting certain things. So, yes. What you said in the last one time?
Right. You're going to be in the rut. You digging yourself deeper in that rut.
Yes.
Instead of hiding behind them legs, instead of putting bricks on that wall. I ain't got no wall, I got a fence. So I can see you coming, you can come in, or I can kick you out the room.
Exactly. And I got 2 rounds on the
Okay, 2 big kids.
So, does anybody else have an opinion on what toxic masculinity or femininity means to them? Y'all want to?
It's 2 words that I use often when I talk to people about myself. And that's one is, I will give you 2 chances, 2 opportunities to make a mistake to disrespect you. You don't get a 3rd opportunity because I am already ghost after the 2nd. Okay? And then the other word that I use often, and I tell people, reciprocity. Put your hand in your pocket and stop begging all the time. I'm always giving to you and you don't have nothing to give back. You grew up broke because you grew up in a broke family with a broke mindset. So you always beg. And you think somebody owes you. Don't you understand the word reciprocity? God said, love me. Why? Why do God want us to love him? Because he loved us first. That's reciprocity. He said, give me back some love that I've given you. And that's relationship. Because if you don't have respect and you can't give it back, ain't no you being there. Because one thing that I would not put up with in a relationship is a female first day out. I would not put up with it. Been there, done that.
Don't curse me, bless me. Bless me, don't stress me. That's real. And that's going back to words having power. Yeah. Words have power,
My name personally.
No, but you know, that
I can't.
You can vibrate on the side.
that don't mean I gotta deal with you. You can do what you want to do, but you can't do it with me.
You know what I know I learned? When I make where I want to be, I make a control of it all the time.
All the time.
I ain't in jail.
Hello.
I ain't forced to sit in no safe. Why? If I don't want to be there, leave around. Don't leave. Well,
Yes.
I want to be there, I leave.
Yes. Amen to that.
Big feet.
Amen to that. So, the next topic is going to be, what are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs when you first meet somebody? Compliments of Jazz, that was her topic. So, who wants to go first?
Turn on, I got you. Cause I'm oh yeah, Jay, come on with it. Come on.
She said she okay today.
What?
That's best friend. Don't get off her already. So, what are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs when you first meet someone?
Right now, they want you to pay for nails, hairdo, and immediately quick. I want a burger, I want something off the meat rack. Off the meat rack. That's a turn off for me.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to come a giving person. I'm gonna give out the generosity in my heart. I want to see everybody, man. I want to see all of us go.
Just talking about your problem, period.
I barely know your name.
First of all, don't bring your problems up. I ain't trying to date your problem, I'm trying to date you.
We'll worry about that later on.
Don't bring your problem to the forefront. Because then I know what I'm signing up for. The problem.
So she didn't empty the bag before she got to you.
That
Man,
they
got the bag open. Yeah, the bag open. They walking in. You know how people walk in when they strap to the bar?
I almost made you hate that you open to hear it all because now you want to judge me how I react behind it.
Yup.
Like I ain't still got the right to do or not to do.
And that's what's wrong with society now. People don't believe you should give another person a chance to feel that type of way.
Exactly.
Okay, if I'm gonna bring you my baggage, I'm not gonna get mad at you if you decide I don't want to deal with that because I want to be respect you and give you the utmost best to give you that opportunity to say you want to deal with it or not.
Exactly.
I want to give you the honest truth so you know what you're getting into. But they do that now just because.
It's a test from the beginning. I just want to see what type of person you are. That wasn't going to do the way of testing. Because I'm feel all your tests. I know it was a test and I failed in the test.
On purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you know one thing about the test, you got to speak for it.
Hello. Hello. What you say? Bing bong. You gotta listen. Okay, what you got?
My thing is, I'm starting. You can't keep opening. That's my turn on.
But do they not have the right to change their mind?
Alright, there we go again.
There we go. Come on.
Sorry, TC, I didn't mean to clock you.
Why you did it wrong? No, you did it.
I give what you know, I give a chance.
Because they go back to what she did at what's her wrap somebody up. Yeah.
Mingle. She beat people up in the cab.
They changed his mind.
But I think it's the way.
They didn't want him to change his mind back.
I think it's the way that he did it. Had he, because I'm gonna go ahead and run right into that since we're here.
Okay.
You know, I think my turn off would be like a liar. Like, just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it ain't. So, you know what I'm saying? I know how to proceed in the situation. Give me the choice to be dumb if I want to be dumb. Give me the choice to say fuck you if I want to say fuck you, basically. So, you know, I think that being dishonest, but I've heard men say, and Jazz, you can relate, I've heard a man say on a podcast, why would we tell you the truth? Because then you're not going to really like me like how you were supposed to like me, like how I want you to like me. Like, no, I want to lie to you. Is that how?
I have a question behind that. It's like the line and all this. So, if a woman is always right and a man is always wrong, so if a man tells a woman that she's right, is he wrong?
Yeah. I'm pulling man. Drop it with it.
Drop. Don't win it. Don't win it. Listen, drop the
Hey, that was a good one. That's a high question, right?
hot topic.
I'm consuming this. I'm taking this in. I'm taking this in because this is so insightful, man. This is so helpful because it's like I've been dating wrong like a motherfucker, y'all. I've been dating wrong like a motherfucker. I'm learning this in this moment. And let me just say, I would say my turn on is, like you said, reciprocity. My turn on is receiving what I'm getting or giving, like being, receiving, just returning that energy. And I mean, you can always tell though if energy is off. And then in that moment, if that person is changing their mind, it's okay. Recognize the red flag, as they say these days, and just ease off and go on, because what's meant for you is not going to come with confusion anyway. So it ain't going to be perfect.
The mind is a problem. I think it's when you change your mind and you don't tell that person.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Certain men, they can emotionally, effectively say, sweetheart, you were wrong. It goes back to the lust and the love. Love gives. Lust takes. That's the difference. One of the difference.
Yeah.
Love gives. Love gives knowledge. Love gives kindness. It gives patience. Lust takes. Lust takes your energy. It takes your confidence. It takes. So if you can tell me I'm wrong, how are you telling me that? Because if you yelling and screaming and calling me out of my name, two wrongs don't make a right.
Now what you say?
Somebody gonna make a left in the situation. It's not what you say, it's how you go about it.
Yeah. Girl, you better reach over there. Thank you. Nice save. Nice save.
Because I'm going to say, mine would be, it's a turn off and turn off. It'll be mentality. I feel like a lot of people in this generation have a big mentality. They're entitled. So I feel like when I ask certain questions, it's not a test. I just want to know you as a person. Like I tell people all the time, I ask the hard questions. Do you believe in God? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're having a bad day, how would you go about showing me you're having a bad day? Would you tell me, you know what I'm saying, or would you take it out on me? Because I know me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to dump my problems on you, but like, you know what? You may want to do something today. You know what, babe? I don't have the right answer. I don't even want to bring that negativity to you. Let's try again another day. Or let's just wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, it sounds good, but no, for real. I mean, no.
You look at me, bro, not look on my head.
I can't test for all women. I can only test for me right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, in a truthful moment when you feel, if I'm being vulnerable with you, I'm being real with you. Be real with me, that. Like you said, like I feel like we live in a time where you meet a lot of people representatives. You're not meeting who they're
the introductory part.
The introductory part. Then you caught me in. Now, who is this nigga? Literally.
What happened?
I'm not like, what just happened?
Bait switch.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about they went fishing on me collegially. Whoa! Like, wait a minute. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? This is not who you introduced to me. Yeah. It goes back to what she's saying, don't introduce something you can't maintain. Don't introduce me to a gentleman if you know for real you a demon. But it's cool. God gonna show me in time. And that's where it goes to the red flag. How am I gonna move now? It's chest, not check. I tell people all the time, I'm gonna let you be great. But when I make my move, I'm a woman, I move in silence. You ain't gonna even know I'm gone. Out your life. I'm telling you real quick. You texting, oh baby, that number don't work. You trying to go to that address, I don't even live over there no more. Real quick with me. Because I know my word. You ain't gonna bring confusion my way. If anybody gonna confuse me, it's gonna be me.
Exactly.
I don't need you here. I can do bad all by myself. So I feel like for me, it's the mentality. It's about how you go about stuff and how you treat it. Because a lot of people be treating you like you're options. Baby, I'm a priority. Don't get it twisted. Because you got options, I do too. But I'm making you a priority. But it can get swapped real quick. It can get sticky. It can get real sticky real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that right there.
You fuck man. I love that. that.
You know, before I get to going somewhere else with that. But yeah, definitely.
Hold on, wait. We gotta let the panel do their thing. Okay, so what are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs when you first meet somebody? Anybody else? You got another one or no?
Now, my turn-on is confidence. Like, where is your energy? Why I got this mic on there? But anyway, confidence. Like, my big thing is you are confident, you're vibrant, you're exhilarating this energy. I'm attracted to energy. Because I'm such a positive person. Good energy is great to be around because that what shapes your perspective on the world, your perspective on life. So if I want to be the best me, let me surround myself with people who are working towards the same goals. We want to get money, but at the same time, we want to enjoy life and be respectful to everybody around us. We want to love and care for each other. We want that bit. That's what I look for. And if I see that, and you willing to work, and you willing to grow, because growing is painful. People don't talk about that. Growing is painful.
It is.
So if you're not willing to grow, how can I deal with you? So if you don't have that confidence, you don't have that spark, there's something behind you driving you. It's driving you to be better. It's wanting you to be helpful, want you to strive better for life. And want you to have a better relationship with God. If I don't see that, why would I bring it into my life? And I'm exhilarated with it.
Because I can't want better for you than you want for you. That's it. Yeah.
What comes off to me is you know your issue, but yet you're not willing to change. Mm-hmm. You choose to stay stuck. You know, that's a turn off to me. You know that you have an issue. Okay, and you understand what you should do, but yet you still refuse to do it because you love you the way you are. So if you love you the way you are, don't say that you want nothing different. Just stay you. That's a turn off.
You know whether they're lying. You're lying. Mm-hmm. Like when I start to see the lie, it's a little like, yeah, the one you think they lying really mean about it.
They say the little things make a difference.
If you lie about a white lie, so what about when you tell a real lie?
Exactly.
A lie is a lie.
Exactly.
Yellow, pink, big, yellow, pretty, yellow, small, doesn't matter. A lie is a lie.
Your turn-offs and turn-ons, it gave me a lot of perspective. So, since we already did the game, we're going to get that. So, I want to know, you just basically touched on one of the next topics is, like, why do you feel change is hard, or why not?
I just went through a big change myself. I did college for 5 years. I left my mom's house at 17 and I've been gone. First year I went to Chicago. So I had to adapt to where I was at. I'm in a whole different environment. I'm in a Christian university. I'm the only country person up here. I'm all the way from the South. They live in the place. I got cowboy boots on. They live at me like, who is him? So I had to learn how to adapt in every situation I put myself in. So I was like, if I can adapt, and I'm not perfect. It was only one perfect man walking living, and even he was tested. If he was tested, then I'm gonna go through all kinds of changes. I'm gonna go through all kinds of changes. So I feel like change is something you have to, like I said earlier, look at that man in the mirror. If you can't cut that light on every morning, after you wash your face and brush your teeth and look at that and say, and tell yourself what your plan is today, what's your goal, what's your aspiration, what's your dream, what you love to do, what you gonna do, speak positivity into your life, then how can you be accepted to change? You have to be willing and ready to work for it. God ain't gonna just let you change. You got to be in there. He already gave us something. And he gave us the Holy Ghost.
I feel like change for most people is hard because it's scary. You're going into unknown territory. You know what I'm saying? And once you're used to something for so long, it's hard to break that cycle. And it puts you in a place where you want to change. And then some people, they stuck in that in-between where you know you should change. You don't fit the old you, and then you don't even know what the new you is going. So I feel like it's more so the fear. You know what I'm saying? And then some people are comfortable in their chaos. They're comfortable in their toxic. So until you unlearn, you know what I'm saying, they only know dysfunction. Because once the thing about being in peace is you learn that silence is not a defensive mechanism. You get what I'm saying? Because if you come from a childhood where silence was used to you to show that you have no meaning, if you meet someone and y'all have a disagreement, their silence, you're going to take that silence as a challenge. So now you're going to cause chaos. You're going to be in a rage. But when you change, you learn that silence doesn't necessarily mean it. They can be getting their self support. You don't know how they feel. So I feel like it's just the fear of change. And then once you get over that fear and you realize that it's making you better as a person, then you can accept it. So, yeah.
I have a question. When does a butterfly become a butterfly?
The butterfly is there the whole time.
A butterfly is a butterfly all the time. You just had to
start the transformation. It's a butterfly all the time. You just had not seen the transformation. And many of us, who you are, you already are. You just not willing to go through the transformation to become.
See, you just laying it down, man.
Y'all just walking. Y'all just women, I see.
That's why
I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No, you said give us some grace, didn't you?
Why? Grace? Why?
You teach
We're unlearning. We're
unlearning and relearning.
Yeah, we're unlearning.
Grace, brethren.
Now you know I gotta people try. Y'all been people with me forever.
Yeah, we're gonna continue to do that. So, does anybody else have anything in regards to why they feel change is hard and why not? I'm gonna say for me personally, I don't like change because, like you said, it's scary, it's unknown, it's uncomfortable as hell. But I'm adaptable. I'm able to adapt to any situation, and I had.
I'm gonna take that right there. You just said but. I'm gonna take when you get your butt out the way, you can do it.
Come on now.
I'm done.
Because and that's what's in most of our way. We always use the word but. I know what the word but means. You just cancel out what you said before.
Gave power to the bank.
See,
I love you.
Look, I love you too. I love you too, black man. You teaching me something tonight. You teaching and you preaching to me. This is what my soul needs. This is why this gathering happens. This is what Okay, so the next topic is, what's your view on emotional intelligence? I know y'all got something for this.
I feel like a lot of people don't even understand it. And I think from a lot of our backgrounds, from survival, emotional intelligence shows in how you react to a lot of things. I am a person, I'm learning emotional intelligence, and I'm realizing that a lot of the stuff that you take on personal is because you haven't healed from whatever is the root of that issue. So emotional intelligence is really something that you have to get to know you and love you. Because once you do that, then you can show it in different ways. And like we go back to the tests. Once those tests come back again, you're not going to have those same reactions to keep it uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Emotional intelligence is knowing and seeing when you're being triggered, seeing when the devil is manipulating situations to get you to put the stuff out the way. You get what I'm saying? Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, it all ties in together. And when one is off, all is off. So for me, emotional intelligence is having control of me and understanding how I feel. Not respond out of hurt, but respond out of, you know what? Was that a lesson? Or was that God saving me from something? Because rejection ain't always what it, you know, it ain't always the end. Rejection is sometimes protection.
Salvation.
It's salvation. It's God saving you. Because what you could have walked
What's the
into.
cousin of emotion? First cousin. What's the first cousin of emotion?
School me.
Feelings. You gotta stop being our feelings, then we control our emotions. First thing women holler, and I ain't just charging them, but y'all gonna say it first for me. I feel like this. We think more logical, so it ain't about what we feel. We can feel fucked up about the situation. Alright, let me say this a little louder then.
It's me. Cause no, we don't. I'm acting like a nigga for your ass.
Nah, you saying
Y'all be
that.
on that bullshit.
You saying that.
I've been with my husband 20
You act like a
years,
female
bro.
right now, you act like a nigga.
Yeah, but I've been with my husband 20
See
years.
how feelings got attached and emotions got attached to what was said? It was proven fake right
You
there.
never reversed this shit. That shit
No,
dead.
you said it. A man.
I said this is what y'all gonna scream first.
Not y'all, the ones you done dealt with.
Women,
Not y'all.
all women have said out their mouth about feelings.
The ones you done dealt with. The ones you done dealt with. That shit
How you feel though? Why you can't?
You see that?
But he's scared.
It wasn't about you can't say how you feel. I just said that's what you gonna make the forefront.
That's what you gonna speak every time.
It's a little spicy in here. Hey, are we receiving or are we being reactive?
They prove it.
Yeah.
That's what they be.
Are we receiving?
I ain't received that bullshit. No, I'm not.
Get what?
Because it ain't what it
You
is.
know what? You don't have to receive because get what? The truth gonna be the truth with God. Like, well,
They
see,
say everybody
Don't you shake your head. You gotta eat up her house.
I ain't saying
He got
that.
he's still gonna be on there. Cause get what? They're telling the truth.
You're not telling the truth, you're going by experience. You're not telling the truth.
It's proven fact. The test is already proved it.
What? From what?
This is already proved what? Hold on. Say it.
Google that shit.
Don't speak on their feelings and men don't think logical.
I mean, but that's.
I mean, cause y'all niggas act like bitches too.
We ain't talking about them.
Now, but so you saying you're going by
We
what
talking about majority rule. So majority of women stand their feelings and majority of men think what?
What
Logical.
majority you
Some of them think what? In their feelings.
We need a break.
Hold on, hold on, baby. If you went to the bathroom and shit, and he went to the bathroom and shit, both of y'all shit stank. So no matter what you say or what he says, you both. Wait a minute. Respect each other's opinion.
Agree to disagree.
Both of the shit stank. And I'm not saying your shit stink or his stink. I'm just trying to make a point.
You're saying his shit smell better than mine. I'm kind of shitting on. I'm just saying. They ain't make me feel no different. I'm just saying on some real shit. Like, I prove this paper. I'm playing on with this favorite. But now they don't bullshit. That's what I said.
All right. Well, I appreciate the raw emotions, and I appreciate it all. Cause listen, that's why this is here to get that perspective. You feel me? And no matter how the message was received, it was received accordingly, and how it was meant to be.
I'm just happy it's a safe place that everybody.
I'm just glad it's on camera.
Yeah.
So it ain't lying. So get away. That ain't gonna lie. No matter what David say.
Go ahead, engineer. What are we talking about?
All right, next question. What we here with?
Listen, let's move on. So,
Hey, they're tired of getting beat on right now.
the last, no, come on, prepare me. So it says, are you happy or are you just content? Are you happy?
To be happy, you got to have something happening. So why can't you just be joyful?
I was gonna say I'm neither. I'm grown. I'm growing. I'm enjoying.
You ain't grown.
No, I'm growing.
Okay.
But did y'all hear that? So something got to happen to you, or somebody got to give you something to make you happy. Why can't you just?
So you said we need to be joyful and not happy.
Right. Just be joyful, and joyful comes from alignment. It comes from peace within, not from without. Alright. It's not what you get from without that should make you joyful. But people gotta have somebody to give them something outside to make them happy inside.
I never thought about it that way. So
because the thing about it is, it's not a husband's responsibility to make the lady happy. And it's not the woman's responsibility to make the man happy. You got to keep your own self, as you said, happy. So if you got joy within, whether you do anything to me or not, I still got my joy.
You're right. We learning tonight, y'all. We is learning tonight. I'm talking about, this is one of them moments. So for me, shit, I don't know. At this point, I don't know, because he kind of shut down. But how I was going to answer definitely would have been, I'm not either. I'm just being. I'm just really being. And I feel like I'm happy with myself right now. I'm happy with where I am in life, and I'm happy with where I'm going. I probably would say I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful for the movement. I'm grateful for the connections and the people that are, just coming into my life. I guess because of what frequency I'm on now. I was in that frequency of depression and that frequency of not liking me and not knowing who the hell I was, but now I do. So, I would say I'm becoming. Thank you.
That's why I said
Okay, what else you got to say about being happy or content? Let everybody hear.
Damien and you were like, so why did you say growing? Well, because while I'm growing, I'm enjoying my journey. I'm enjoying this walk. I'm enjoying getting up every day. Okay, I did this. I don't like how I did this. I don't like that approach. How can I be proactive and make that better? So if it come back around and slap me in the face, I can duck it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm growing. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying gaining knowledge.
You gotta answer the question like this. It was two things. Are you happy or content?
I say, I'm with him joyful though.
But see,
I say happy. How about that?
I'm gonna just say happy. I ain't never content because I'm always trying to make something happy.
But I'm always content, we just settle.
Yeah.
That's another word for content.
So I look at we still continue without being proud. You gotta say you ain't content.
I'll never be content.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
No.
As of right now, how you feel?
Happy.
That's all that matters. Tomorrow got its own choice. If I know I'm gonna be happy tomorrow, I don't know. I might wait till tomorrow night.
Might not even make it.
That's why I said that. Because that's a now question. There's the moment right now when it's being asked. It ain't about if I'm going to it. I'm trying to work my way to be happy. What am I doing? Am I happy with this? Even if there wasn't nothing going on, I'm still gonna be happy. Exactly. It ain't nothing in particular got to make me happy, but just waking up every day.
Yeah,
I'm happy enough, right there.
Just loving oneself.
Can be able to have a little emotion, make a little end, I'm happy. Because guess what? When them simple things ain't there, or just a little simple thing, then people ain't happy.
Yeah.
It can be the simplest thing that you wake up and go do, that you can't do.
That somebody else wish they could.
Exactly.
Somebody wish they could get out of the bed and walk.
That's what I'm saying.
I deal with that every day with my patients. They can't, most of them can't.
But even they still happy.
Yeah, to be alive.
Some of them still happy.
Yeah, to be alive, simply. For real, to be alive, to be able to call. I got trait patients that can't even call and make their own orders. Their family member or their nurse has to do it for them. I would never take this throat chakra for, like, that's why we got this. I would never take this for, what it's not. Like, I just wouldn't, because a lot of people cannot physically or just mentally or spiritually even do anything for themselves. So I'm grateful, for where I am right now. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with me.
I sound happy because I'm finally in a place in my life where I'm not surviving, I'm living. I've been surviving for a long time. And it took a long time for me to get to this point. When I started doing music, this when I really did start feeling alive. And I started realizing that what I thought was life, I could change. And it's scary, but I'm very happy. There's always something happening for me, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional. I'm always seeing something change daily new for me. And that's enough to make me say, you know what, I don't want to be content. I don't want to settle for this. I always want more. I always want better. Even if it's something simple as, you know what, I'm going to make a cup of coffee today. You know what, God, thank you for waking me up. Because I have a father, he can't say that. He can't walk. He can't talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy in the fact that I'm no longer just existing. A zombie. A person that's already dead inside. Because I feel like, what was I living for? Now I'm living life. Living Lord taking charge.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And learning how to control it as I go. I'm definitely happy, and I'm living now. And it feels good to, you know, be alive. A lot of people don't, they're still surviving. They still those zombies, you know, still self-medicating with things so detrimental to not feel. Because feeling is too close to being alive.
You said be there.
And I'm gonna touch back. I know as women we do say how we feel a lot, but I feel like we do that so we can know that we just want to know someone feels connected to us. And the approach is wrong a lot of the time. We're getting better, ladies. It's wrong a lot of the times, but you know the intent behind it do be. Yeah. You know, it comes from wanting to be understood, to not just exist. To know I'm living, and if I'm living with you, then okay, that makes it a little bit.
Nice save.
Look, we didn't win, but we didn't go down.
No. But you know, something that goes back. We're not battling. We are not battling. We're receiving. We're learning.
You'll win.
3 sides of that coin.
3 sides, all 3. So does anybody in the audience have anything in regards to are you happy or are you just content?
Well, right now, I feel like I'm just content. I'm not happy because I feel like you can do better than what you're doing today. There's a lot of procrastination. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh no, I was picking up her list. That's all.
Baby, because I'm with. But anyway, I feel like this. Anytime you tell me that you finna get ready to go to a vote with a co-worker that you're working with, and then you turn around and tell me this is a job, you got to go to Vicksburg. You see what I'm saying?
You feel like they're trying to play in your face.
Let it go.
You feel like they're trying to play in your face.
Anyway, when I get through.
So how long have you been in there?
Too long.
You already settled.
No.
You had already saw the sign, but you stayed, didn't you?
No.
Red flags.
Just up and on. Just say up and on.
So it's up to you whether or not you think you're going to do better, but are you going to do better?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely going to do better.
When?
I can be somebody they're going to be there for me.
When you going to be there for?
I'm already there for me.
Well, listen, I appreciate the insight. I appreciate all my people who came out tonight. And listen, this is one of the ones. I hope y'all caught some buzz. I hope y'all caught some knowledge, man. This is episode 8 of the Honey Listen podcast. Thank y'all for coming. If you want want to get your herbs and schedule your fitness training, do not forget to come and holler at my two gentlemen over here, Mr. Dexter and Maberry, and they did super fit.
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. Alright, so now we're going to jump into the Spit That Honey segment, and trying to see if my girl want to kick it off.
Does it take a little intermission?
Well, hold on. You can get the comedy dude up pretty, huh?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, okay.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all for coming.
See you tonight today.
I understand. Thank you so much for coming.
Set aside this forever. Listen, we can have to change the word.
Shot. Where it is. Shot somewhere.
He get with the company with Jack. A lot of. I told you I'd be here.
You gonna spit the honey?
We still alive. So,
yeah.
Legends on.
Alright. Look, I don't have
TT, come here.
Okay, so we're gonna bring on one of the encore requests, which is comedian Petty E.
This feels so nice. Everybody was like, oh yeah, we ready for the comedy. Yay! Because I had just ate was about to go. Y'all talking about a good time to the spirit. Y'all was talking about my spirit was saying that.
Like you, like that.
For real. But no, okay, so how y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? So, I do enjoy like the female energy here. When they talk about like the toxic masculinity, like, so my brain is like half and half, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know when to bring this shit out, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking deep. That soft, sweet, and humbleness of it all, and then that I will beat your ass like this. I will crash this car today. I will kill us all, like, you know. Cause I remember back in the day when niggas used to tell you, bitch, I love both of us. I will kill us today. You ain't going nowhere. I miss some type of nigga. I kill all of us in the car. You see the basement. Oh my God, I got shit through the relationship. I know you people. This is the wrong Uber. But yeah, like, sometimes, you know, they say that toxic love, that shit do feel good when it feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get like in there, that toxic shit go out the window, like, yeah, he get eye a couple times with that shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can't see my mama this week, but we get now. You just can't do that shit. You get cannot do that shit when you get older. It seems like I just turned 30. And like, I'm still ready to fight baby mamas. Oh God, like, I still got that in me, like, your baby mama tried me, boo boo, over here, bitch. I'm defending myself. I called the police, that's what I'm saying. I was defending myself, she was saying, and then these baby mamas like, look, it's something about having a baby that gets you like taller, some extra like Hulk shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, after the baby, you be like, hell, she don't wear a great baby. No, this bitch is 10 times stronger. No, bitch, I will punch your ass. I'm gonna feed myself. Eat a lot of chicken. For real. So what it is, and then like take care of a kid, like, no, like, y'all gotta watch what y'all, you know, be watching on TV. That shit is terrible. Like, my niece think I'm the gorilla from Tarzan that attack everybody. My nephew was like a few months old, he's scared. I did like, he was like, oh my God, murderer. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this boy is scared for y'all. Watch it out, you can kill us out, watch on TV, like, big people need love too, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just look, I just don't want to look aggressive for no damn reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, recently I was like walking in the park. Hard to breathe. Getting hot. I just seen some white people out there walking, so I decided to go for a walk. So I went out there and everybody clutched their purse and was locking their cars. I said, what the fuck is this? So I started hitting that RuPaul walking their ass. It's God. It's God. Like, ow! Like, I hit that shit on their ass real quick. They was like, oh, okay. That was a whole ass performance. That whole video. But at the same time, you know, they keep that energy. I don't know when to turn this shit on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you real quick, I would have slapped shit out your ass. Like, you get to this goddamn club, Dexter. Get the fucking up. Okay. I'm gonna beat your ass. Get this club. I ain't gonna wait till we leave. Nah, fuck the bathroom. Just start punching up. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't be going out here crashing out. You can't be going out here crashing out. Like, that shit is not good. Wink, wink. Like, I'm with the shit. Call me. Yeah, you with the shit. I don't care what time of night it is. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna I'm kicking the dog. There we go. She said, "Bitch, we outside tonight." But you can't do that. That was like the whole thing. They was saying like you gotta get that energy up out of you by Sunday. That's when you go to church with the right spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord gotta forgive you for the shit you pulled last week. Sister Singleton gotta wonder. Damn, she was with somebody wonder that. Yeah, and you still there. In a box, bitch. You got me fucked up. No, like, okay, so y'all be watching them crime shows and shit like that, like the ID channel. Yeah. You know, people get locked up for the stupidest shit. I'm talking about the stupidest shit. And get the most fucking time. Like, I almost got like 10 years in prison for not returning a U-Haul. But they let this motherfucker eat niggas out in like 6 months. How the fuck I get 10 years, he get 6 months? I ain't even not return a U-Haul. This nigga chopping niggas up, we in the same cell. Get me out of here. We are not the same type of criminals. I'm scared. Like, no, I said that I got big on purpose. I got fat on purpose because I want them to know if you gonna fight me, it's gonna be some. I got some energy built up. They put me in the cell with one nigga that I swear to God I had a dream this nigga was fucking with me. I'm telling you, in my dream he was already on top of me. So I started punching. I did a punch. Get out of me! Get out of me! This nigga said, you okay? I said, oh shit. I'm the one that's schizophrenic. That shit starting to rub out, man. Like, what, like, the nigga asked me, you see them people standing over there? I said, what people? He said, the people standing in the corner next to the window. I said, am I
Honey or Whitfield. What? I saw a U-Haul, bitch. What am I doing? So yeah, that's just that part. No lie, like I was listening, and no lie, like the alcohol, weed all kicked in at one time. But y'all was saying some good shit this time for real. It's just like trying to get my energy and my core together. It's kind of hard to be like meditating and fasting when like you get like 10 wings for like $5 at the bar. I think that's how much it is. I'm telling you, like, I be sitting there meditating, and the first thing I'm thinking about is like, when I get my fat ass off this ground eventually, I'm going to eat. Like, I ain't ate nothing in 2 hours. These niggas said 16 hours. You gotta fast for how long? It's almost the next day. Who would do that? Y'all do that shit. Y'all gotta do this shit. I'm telling you. You want your core and all that shit together. I'm gonna fuck. If you gonna fuck with me, this gonna be that from now on. Cause all that extra shit I just can't do. But yeah, I mean, you gotta really work with it. I tried to get like my chakras and stuff online. I was listening to the YouTube videos to see the woman going right. I don't know what happened in my meditation state. The video ended, and I woke up. So I don't know what really happened. My back was still hurting from falling asleep on the ground. Because I was in the park outside meditating. On my right day, on the right, and fell the fucking asleep. So it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, crashing out and then like turning up, you what the fuck you want to do, just being extra as hell. That's for some people. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we have to wear shit like this to be seen, so you know, we don't have to be heard. Okay, so where are my single people at? Y'all fucking land that y'all ain't how to deal with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can just buy you a nigga. On Amazon. Plastic is a motherfucker. He don't they should get the box. That's another $1,000. They got the AI. I'm not talking about that shit. Nope. I ain't talking about the goddamn rose. That rose put the pumps out there. I don't understand. That rose took women to a whole new fucking level. Y'all started sucking dick. Y'all started doing cartwheels. As long as that rose involved, you don't give a fuck what else your body is doing. That rose cut the fuck up. Y'all like, goddamn, nigga, get off me. What the yeah, like no lie, like the first time I heard about it, it was like a couple years ago. My mama sent me a picture of her rose with a cigarette. I said, lady, I'm talking about a cigarette, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you get a cigarette from. Nobody smokes in the house. Like, where did you get this from? She said, oh, my coworker told me about it. I just stopped talking to them bitches. Stop talking to them. Because back you sitting there on Tuesdays, I can't call her at all. I have an emergency on Tuesday, I gotta wait till Wednesday. I called her last time around 5 o'clock on the Tuesday. She said, now bitch, what the fuck you want? I said, damn. First lady, you don't talk like that. Preacher wife. She's like, nah, bitch, you gotta be in a bad time. Like, I'm tickling my cooch. I said, man, you 60-something years old. Who are you talking to? Get off Twitter. She's like, ain't on no damn Twitter. I'm twiddling my Twitter. I was like, okay. Then she get quiet on the phone and the buzz just get loud like she switched gears. I said, you didn't hang up, bitch. Hang up, hang up, hang up. No, like she called me the next day. She said, your fat ass didn't need nothing but some food money. I can't get my nut first. I was like, lady, why are you talking to me like this? When did we get that damn clothes? She said, I listen about your booty hole. I'm like, bitch, no, you don't.
No, I love my mom, you know. Father's Day coming up. What are my fathers at? Woo woo! Damn.
I threw a finger up.
Okay, then we got somebody. The rest of y'all y'all ain't get shit else on Father's Day like me. Like, they don't have an Uncle Day or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got to make shit. I see my nieces and nephews enough to know that, you know, they think I'm a slide. Like, my niece rolled my stomach all fucking Christmas afternoon in front of everybody. Like, slide from my shoulder down to my stomach in my lap. They got that shit on camera, think that shit cute. Like, if you share that shit, I'm gonna beat my family up. I'm gonna beat my little brother up. I love him to death. He already know. Don't share that shit. Then they get the little pixel thing. They share the little videos and pictures. Like, it slides through. That's in the front room. Where everybody can see your daughter sliding down my goddamn lap. What I'm gonna do is, as soon as your daughter get on, I'm like, yeah, you used to do that little gay ass shit by sliding my goddamn lap, bitch. Ain't no purrs. I don't even like pussy like that. Don't do that shit. No goddamn boy in front of her boyfriend. I'm gonna say she used to do that shit when she was little. Watch her ass. She in your goddamn lap, bitch. She got to spend some money because every time she do that slide, she gotta give her $10 to stop that shit. That's how prostitution gets started, damn it. Now, where are my crash outs there? I love shout out to my crash outs. Y'all be ready to tear some shit up on the dime. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all retired crash out? Y'all miss that shit? What? I gloat. I spent $250 on a nigga that cheated on me. Get his car stolen. And as they was stealing that bitch, I'm on the phone with them. Yeah, nigga, yeah. We gonna have a good day. We finna go outside. We finna do this, that. I heard skirt. Yup. Cash out. Got his ass. See how that shit flip? See, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a crash out, but was you really ready to crash out? You can always go back. To this day, that nigga still don't know I stole his car.
You won't.
You know that? But we live.
You know now, but if you watch this shit, but to this day, like, he invited me to the wedding and everything, so I was like, I should go. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell me.
Then Hurricane Katrina happened, I was like, I shouldn't go. See how God put you in the right spot at the right time? You know what I'm saying? But one day he did his car back though. He did. He did get his car back though. No windows, no tires at all in Nashville, Tennessee. We stay in Jackson. He called me again. Oh, I found my car. I said, yeah, bitch, now cheat again, ho. Under my breath. I had to say it under my breath. When you crash out for real and you already know you got there, that's when you can talk shit under your breath. So, okay, fellas, you heard that they don't be coughing for real. They be talking shit about y'all under their breath. So I'm gonna let y'all go. My name is Comedian Patty E. I had fun up here. Y'all had fun? Yeah. You say it.
All right. So next we got coming to the stage, Brey. Listen, they airdropping. I'm trying to look for the aux cord. I need to upgrade. I'm trying to look for the aux cord. That's that Samsung problems. Hey y'all. Hey. I'm back again. You can drop when you're ready.
friend.
Yeah, I can say just gonna do a couple notes.
A couple notes.
Yeah, just 3 of
them. Let's see. Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Wow, loving you. Wow, 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 wow. Day will make a way for night. All we need is candlelight in the sun. Wow, soft and long. Wow, wow, wow. That's all the thing I got. Cause I ain't even singing the damn rap. Yeah, you know, just a little, you know what I'm saying? You know, just a little some slight. Six on you dig. Kirk time you rubbish. Big sister from the deep. Big Brey, bitch. Hey yo baby, brought me up a wood. Crack time with these record shit. Big sis influence this. Pin game on murder till. When a man they young you get. Truly gifted when I spit. This ain't I'm out to this. All I bring is feelings. Nonchalant and fuck with him. Roll the wood and roll the dust. Turn the nigga too much. All in this soul like toothpaste and mouthwash. I'm on a mission now. Fuck getting it out the mud. Concrete will be stood on. Niggas can't play me soft. Niggas pussyfootin' with this rap shit. I take it to the paint like Brian, I'm not average. These niggas real and they stay on go mode. The niggas switch tall, he had to pay the toll. I tell them hoes, y'all can never stop me. Every verse that I'm on, he like Mikey. Yeah, call me Tyson, but I ain't no chicken. My bitch is weedy, yeah, my niggas wicked. Bitches, they hate on me, cause they can't fuck with me. Hot shot, he got so much motion, she pregnancy. You cannot tell me that I'm not the bitch you feeling. I do not care, I know I'm really hitting ceilings. Niggas be mad like how the fuck she get them dealings. All in my business like I ain't the realest. When it comes to freestyling and rapping, I'm that bitch you did. Don't forget about singing, I've been doing it since I've been a G. Niggas pussyfootin' with this rap shit. I take it to the paint like Brian, I'm not average. My niggas real and they say I don't go mode. The niggas switch tall, he had to pay the toll. Keyway, the niggas switch tall, he had to pay the toll. I don't give no fuck who against me, my nigga. I always sit alone. Oh God. Krypton and rubber shit. Big sis influence this. Pin game on murder too. I'm lit. I'm out. Thank y'all. Follow me on all social media platforms. KYBREY. Thank y'all. Okay, my good Brey. Hey, I heard KEYBREY. I thought we had some more rappers and artists and comedians in the building. Nobody? Nobody? Okay, we got somebody who wants to come up and sing. Come on, man. Come on, man. I've been saying stand up, else ain't in here. Come on, get up here and let it go.
Hello, everyone. How did you get here? I said nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that for the very last time. My heart says no, nobody's supposed to be here. But you damn it try to change my mind. I spent all my life trying to search to find Your love fulfill my need. My heaven is to fulfill my need. But when I turned around, you're not standing behind. So I placed my heart under lock and key to take some time to take care of me. But when I turned around, you're standing here. Standing here. Oh. No, nobody. Change my mind.
Hey y'all, this Bobo, y'all. This Bobo. Look, I appreciate where your twin run up to. I thought she was gonna give us some too. Oh, she said she at the bar, baby. She ain't got time. So, let me see what I'm trying to do. I thank y'all for coming to the Honey Listen podcast. I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm just hosting. So I hope y'all have a great night. Thank y'all so much for joining episode 8 of the Honey Listen podcast. And until next time, Honey Listen.